Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Hello. How we doing? Nice. We good on the face. We good on the face.
So if I go back into where I captured your face on last time,
Mm-hmm.
can I get your cam from there? Or do I have to redo the whole process?
Good question. I don't know.
Because I'm
Just
clicking
put my
on
little
it.
character up. Just put my little guy up. That's cool.
I want your face on here, Nate. I want your face.
He wants my face.
Oh, wait for some people to roll in. Let me
Yeah,
post
that's cool.
something. I don't think anyone's on here yet, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, while you post that, I'm going to get your face back on here. Because I want your face on here, bro.
What do you want me to post?
I'm just going to get some people in the chat. Streamlabs shows how many people are in the chat on,
Yeah, on your design, your preview thing.
but it will show who's in on Twitch, right?
Yeah, you got to
Streamlabs.
click. Yeah, it'll be Twitch, and then you could click on the multi-platform, and it'll show you
Gotcha.
Facebook and YouTube.
Gotcha.
I'm a hot bone. I'm a hot bone.
We'll wait a couple minutes, see if we got some people hopping in. If not, then we learn that Friday is a better day to do it. Or later, maybe
Let's
even.
see.
We'll learn. We'll
Or
figure out.
later, people probably are eating dinner, sitting around taking care of the kiddos. Who knows? Who knows? But the beauty of it is we are recording this,
It's
so
true.
people can always go back.
It will be posted everywhere, so we're good on that note. Let me see if I can get this window capture. Shit, what'd I do?
I wish I could shoot music through my. Oh, I could put my headset on my mic. Wait.
Gangsta.
Mm-mm-mm.
So there's one person in here.
I think that might be me.
Thanks for joining, Nate. Appreciate it.
Just popping in.
Why is this not showing your face this time? I'm so confused. It's to get your face, it's window capture, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Cool.
I believe so.
We'll give it a couple minutes, see if anybody pops in to the stream.
Actually, I'm curious. Let me see if I can blast some music through my phone.
Maybe.
Hopefully it sounds all right. Let's see. We're going old school here.
Gangsta.
Gangsta. Yeah, you just put up on.
I think it's not working.
That's fine. Just put my little face.
I got you, okay? You're you're coming on the screen, bro. I'm making it happen. I'm gonna make sure that you show up on here with me. See? Gotcha. There we go. And now, since no one's in here yet, I am going to play some music.
You gonna what? Oh, cool.
Hopefully this doesn't crash my
Your whole window
computer this
pops up.
time.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm just letting it. Just is what it is.
Man,
I know how to
my mic's
download this
loud.
shit.
My mic be loud.
Not too loud.
Y'all getting a peek of behind the scenes. Let's go.
Music might be too loud. I can't tell. It's in my headphones. Pretty loud.
Mine?
Let me pull this up on the stream.
Yeah, it's a little too loud. Bring it halfway.
Yep.
Hey, hey, let's do it.
Well, Nathan, oh, with the subscribe, I appreciate it, Nate. I don't know where you're at in the U.S. or maybe you're overseas somewhere, but I appreciate the support.
It's awesome.
We'll give it another
Uh,
5 minutes. Let me post on social real quick.
it's funny.
But this might have been a great lesson that
Fridays are better, or maybe later.
later at night might be better for people.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah, it's still early, I guess, in some areas.
Yep. People might still be doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even see a whole lot of people on Discord. Yo, number two. Thunder was taken. How we doing, Thunder? It's kind of a slow week for the market.
Yeah.
Isn't a whole lot going on.
Thunder Power.
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah, well, last week ran pretty hard in the market, so I think it some slowdown from that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
It's all
saying these
good.
6 people who said they were gonna come did not come, so you guys are a bunch of liars.
Straight up calling him out.
You know who you are. Shoot, that was funny.
That's
Uh,
pretty good.
that
It's
made me
good. It's
laugh.
Friday, 5 o'clock, West Coast time, 8
Saturday,
o'clock East Coast, Saturday.
losing
Well,
track of your
Memorial Day
week.
weekend, man.
Someone's in
I'm
it. We
gonna
gotta.
blame
There
Memorial
might be
Day.
somebody else in the chat. That might be me on YouTube. I don't, or on YouTube. I don't know.
L'Oreal,
But Noriel, maybe
maybe.
Noriel,
Yeah.
the real ones.
L'Oreal, right? Those dedicated will it's good though. It's good though, because we'll have some content to put up on YouTube for all you laggards. Say you're gonna be here and you're not gonna be here. I see you. I'm looking right at you.
We can see on the Facebook group who said they were gonna come and didn't come. So we gotcha.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We can get started.
Yeah.
Well, this is good 45 minutes
Whoa.
or so.
Noriel Aurelio. I wonder
Bam.
who that is, because that person does not have last name as a reporter. So I don't know who that person is.
Let's go.
But yeah, we can get started.
You know what I realized? I don't think I know what screen you're on.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna be delayed a little bit here on the screen that you end up pulling up.
Oh, I can lead you
No, don't
through
don't.
it,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. You lead. Take the lead on this one tonight. Because
and then I'll just let you know what screen we're on. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, for Noriel and Nate in the chat, and looks like there's one other person, so whoever you may be.
Cheers, my peeps.
I did not mean to
Rogue.
go forward
Rogue
yet.
girl.
But yeah, so give you a little context about who we are. We're Stock Talk Game. If you're watching this live right now, or if you're watching this on YouTube or somewhere later on, thanks for coming and checking this out. We appreciate it. What is showing up on the screen? One second, that's gonna bug me. You see that?
What's that?
Oh, it disappeared. Um, but yeah, we stream every week. But this week we decided just to pull together some slides on kind of our experience and what we learned over the last 10 years individually, and kind of give you what we've learned and what we believe is be more successful in the market. Um, so please follow us on everywhere. Um, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter at Stock Talk Game. If you've been listening or if you're new, we spend anywhere from 5 to 15 hours a week kind of putting together knowledge and information for you guys. So, yeah, real quick, it only takes a second on any platform, Stock Top Trade. Please subscribe or follow us. We also put really awesome content up there. So anything would be appreciated. And
Yeah.
this is what it looks like. So we kind of blend stocks and gaming together all at once. So we kind of talk about what's going on in the market as well as playing some of our favorite games. Um, we love playing games and we love talking about the stock market, so we decided just to blend those two things together. And yep, and I think on the next, dude, Nate, the transition's professional right now.
Are you liking those? Sorry, I forgot that was a click.
But yeah, so we're streaming every Saturday. We might change this now because nobody showed up to our Investing 101, so it might be later moving forward. Um, but as of now, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast. But that might be 8 p.m. on the
7 o'clock Texas
yeah
time.
7 o'clock Texas time over here. Um, but Nate, I'll let you handle this next slide. Give you something to do.
Give me something to do. All right, we have to do this every time. Just got to let you all know we are not financial advisors nor institutional investors. The content posted here or on our online platforms is for informational purposes only. So please do not misconstrue this as any information or material as legal, tax, investment, financial, or other advice accordingly. So just once again, we're going to reiterate this every time. This is based on our experience. We both have 10 plus years of investing in the market. And by virtue of doing so, we put together this presentation and a lot of the content that we put out there. We just want to enlighten folks, give a piece of advice from our experience in the stock market, but nothing should be misconstrued or taken as advice for your own investing purposes. So, yeah,
Well said. Well said, my friend.
thank you.
But just to start things out, we put together kind of what we believe are some of, I guess, general principles for trading. So one
Very
thing,
important, by the way.
very important, and these are kind of the points we'll dive into during the rest of the presentation. But always have a plan. So that's really, everything here is important. Know your investing strategy. Invest and trade, don't gamble. It's very easy to gamble in the market. Every investment will not win. You can't be right 100% of the time. Cut your losing investments. Don't let those make you blow up your account. Um, cut or You can never catch the bottom, so it's impossible to know when a stock's going to turn around. Um, dollar call it dollar cost average and use stop losses. We'll dive into more of what that is. And don't fall in love with the stock. The money does not have emotion, so you got to try to separate that as much as you can. So these are some of the things we'll cover in the slides moving forward. I think I got a click here too. Ready? This is fancy.
Yeah, man.
Woo!
So it's very, very important. You know, it's very daunting when you first get into stocks, right? You look at all these graphs, you listen to Jim Cramer, you're like, what the hell is he saying? I just want to buy a $10 stock. It does not need to be complicated, right? There's Basics 101. We'll kind of describe that here. First, stated by kind of really the rules or principles of trading. But we'll get into this stuff later. We talk about it. Chill Deal here does amazing graphs and technical analysis of specific stocks. And if you have questions about any of them, let us know. He'd be more than happy to run through it accordingly. So,
Yep, just like Nate said, it's super easy to get started, but obviously very daunting when you do it yourself. So that's why we created this. And obviously, as you learn more, you can start to use more technical like analysis. But just to start out, that's not really necessary. And there's a lot of easy things that we're going to cover in the rest of these slides to get you started. How the stock market works. So we just for starting off really basic, um, you're basically just trading shares with other people. So company has shares, X amount of shares they put on the market, and you're trading, you're either buying or selling these with other people. So every time you sell a share, someone else is buying it, and every time you buy a share, someone is selling it to you. So it's just supply and demand. That's the basics of the stock market.
the share should be mentioned as well. A share is
Yeah.
ownership of a company, right? So
Yep.
say there's 100 shares out there. All the shares are owned by somebody or a corporation, etc. If all 100 are owned, somebody's got to sell one for someone to buy one. So it's exactly as Dill was saying, somebody's taking one and losing one.
Yep. And when you make money, someone else is losing money, and vice versa. So if you buy a stock at $3 and you sell to someone else at 3 and it goes to 5, you technically lost $2 and someone just made, a couple bucks. That's kind of a way to think about it is, and that kind of goes into this next point is the market's goal is to try to make you lose money. That's literally like what these hedge funds are trying to make you get emotional, like we just said a couple slides ago. Don't get emotional with your stocks and your companies, because when you lose money, that means someone's making money. And so these are just some really fundamental principles just to give you context around what the market is, what the stock market is. So yeah, there's a few different types of trading accounts that you can open. So I would say the most popular is just your standard trading account. This is something that you just, when you go and you download Robinhood, this is just a standard trading account. You can, trade. There's limits how much you can trade, but you can just trade on any stocks on the general market. Robinhood has limitations, but other platforms say like we'll cover in a little bit, but TD Ameritrade's another big one. You can open up standard accounts there, and it just gives you access to buy and sell shares of companies on different markets. And a couple different accounts outside of that you can actually open up depending on what your investing goal is. So you probably heard of these mostly because of maybe your company's mentioned it or you've overheard it here or there is 401k or IRA. So kind of how this works is these are basically accounts that you open up so that you don't have to pay taxes on your income. So when you put the money into the account, the government doesn't tax you, but when you retire and you take the money out of the account, then you get taxed on your gains. Um, Another account that I would say isn't as popular because companies don't really offer it is a Roth IRA. So it's kind of the opposite, I guess you can think of as a 401k or IRA. So in this is you're going to pay taxes on your income as you typically would, and then when you put that money into the account, you trade it, whatever, and then later on in life, when you retire or you reach the age where you can pull it out, you're not taxed on that money. So this is a really great account to open. Honestly, if unless you're opening up a 401k through your company, if you're doing something on your own and I think you meet the threshold to open up a Roth IRA in terms of income, this is definitely what in my opinion, you should be opening up because through the years you hopefully make money and it's kind of a tax incentive where you don't have to pay as many taxes on those gains. And the last one is another kind of different account a lot of people know about. It's a 529 savings plan. So this is another investment account, But what's interesting about this account is it's similar to like a 401k where when you put money in, you don't have to pay taxes on that. So, say you get a paycheck from your company or something and you put it into your 529, you don't pay taxes on that income. And then you can use that money to invest in the market. And then you can use whatever, whether it's money you gain or just money you put in there for educational expenses. So, say you have kids and you want to start building up a fund for them and not have to pay taxes on money, this is like a really great account, investment account, or even for your own educational needs. So yeah,
Some people do both, right? They have
yeah,
a
you can
retirement
do
account
both.
and they say, well, multiple, right? Yeah, they have the
Yeah,
401k at 529, and then they're like, you know what? I kind of want to do this Dogecoin thing, right? And then they jump into the market.
yeah.
Talk about scary, but yeah, it's an opportunity as well.
So I'll let you. You can cover this one, Nate, if you want, unless you want me to.
Oh, it's up to you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I give you
That's
the
some good
long
stuff.
one.
Yeah.
Here's all the details. Um, but yeah, so kind of where do you buy stocks and maybe if you're opening up an account for the first time or maybe you want to try something else out, here are a few recommendations from us. So I'd say the easiest accounts to open up are like Robinhood. A lot of people lately, over I would say the last year, have also started using Webull quite a bit. So these are really easy platforms to use. They're desktop. You can use them on the desktop through like a web browser, but you can also use them through an app, and that's I would say why they got most of their popularity. It's very user friendly. It's easy to use. I would say it's better for long-term trading or swing trading, which we'll cover in a few slides. But some of the cons to these is sometimes there's outages, so when there's a high volume, since they've got so popular over the last few years, when a lot of people are trading, sometimes you can't get out of your trades if you want to sell something. If you want to buy something, sometimes certain stocks you can't trade, or the app is down completely. So those are some of the cons, as well as you don't really have a great stock chart to look at and analyze within the platform. Um, but there's a lot of third party websites and other places that you can do charting. But I would say those are some of the pros and cons for those two platforms. Um, so another, I would say, probably want to have a Robinhood as well as one of these other accounts, but it's like TD Ameritrade um, is one that I've used for years. And so the pros, I think there's a few pros of this. One pro is you can open up any of the accounts that we talked about on the last slide. So they give you a wider range depending on your investment goal, of what type of account you want to open up, as well as they have really, I would say, a lot more information on their platforms. One of them is having a really great charting and buying platform called Thinkorswim. If you've been on the streams before in the past, I do weekly charting, and Thinkorswim is the platform that I use. And so those are a couple of the big pros, I would say. And then, like a con, as I just mentioned, it can be a little bit more complex than Robinhood. On the right, you can kind of see the difference between the two platforms. So on the top is Robinhood, so you can tell looks really simple, almost too simple. And then on the bottom is TD Ameritrade, where there's just more tabs. It's more technical. There's more information. So yeah, I would say probably both of these accounts is probably a good idea in the long term, especially if you want to open up some type of retirement account either now or in the future. And the last one, because we're also covering a lot of what we're talking about, principles also are for the crypto market. Coinbase, I would say, is the easiest place for you to get started. Similar to Robinhood, they make it really easy to buy and sell cryptocurrency, and it's more secure than some other platforms. There's been um, a few more apps or platforms online that have opened up over the last year, but I would say Coinbase is probably your safest and easiest bet to buy and sell and feel secure. A couple of the cons, though, is they have a really limited amount of cryptos that you can buy. It's typically just like the most popular cryptos on the market. Um, their fees are a little bit higher than some other platforms, um, but they also have Coinbase Pro. So we talked about this on the stream, but Coinbase, you're buying crypto from Coinbase as a company, so they charge a little bit more. Where if you go on Coinbase Pro, which they also have an app for, you're buying from other people, buying and selling crypto, kind of like you do in the stock market. And so, yeah, I think Nate and I both use use Coinbase. We both use Robinhood. I'm not sure if you ever opened up a Webull account, but
I didn't, and I was
yeah,
gonna say TD Ameritrade, great platform. I use E-Trade,
yeah, it's another great one.
and there's several other types out there, and a lot of them actually in the last since Robinhood took shape in the last few years, a lot of them have cut commission trades. I know we've
Yeah,
talked about that a couple times on our stream, just kind of the vanguard and really the creativeness of Robinhood entering the market. But to your point, terrible stock charts. You see it very simplified on the top picture, and then Ameritrade, E-Trade, some of the more conventional trading platforms that are not very app or phone based, are very much web based, have more technical opportunities for you to kind of indulge yourself in if you'd like. And then Coinbase is also Bittrex.
yeah,
I'm
it's another
forgetting,
one.
blinking on a bunch of others,
Binance,
but
is that one?
yeah, Binance is one,
Binance is
but
another big
Coinbase,
one.
Binance, several of them also are very limited in the types of coins that they have or crypto that are available. So you have to check into that depending on what crypto you're looking for. I know some of them, like Robinhood, only does a few, right? And there's over 4,000 types of crypto on the market. So just bear that in mind when you're selecting your platform. Do some research and look to see what exactly are you looking to buy. As Dill said, there's only so many stocks that are on Robinhood as well. A lot of times they don't do OTCs or over-the-counter stocks or pink sheets, if you will. They are looking more at more stable stocks. So a lot of opportunities. Depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think this is a great place to start depending on what you want to invest in.
Yeah, I agree.
So we kind of mentioned it in a couple slides ago, but there's different types of investing, and I think this is really important to understand to get a good grasp on depending on your strategy and your plan for trading. It's really important to have a plan, as we mentioned in the first slide. So day trading, this is buying or selling stocks, otherly known as securities, within the same day or a couple days. So, this type of trading is usually when you believe that there's, some short-term upside. Um, hey, Steve, got a little thing on there. But yeah, so this is kind of like if you believe there's short-term upside, or maybe there's a lot of momentum and that stock's just going up a lot in one day. And typically, how you find these trades is using a little bit more technical analysis or momentum analysis to kind of determine where in the short term to buy and sell that stock. I would say this is probably the most technical of all trading, just because there's a lot more risk. Because if you're trading something just for that one day, it's typically a little bit more volatile in the price. You also have swing trading, so this is more kind of that inner. I would say you're not day trading it, but you're also not holding it for an extreme long time. Um, and for these kind of trades, you're typically buying in because you think it's a start of a new uptrend. So either it's kind of like leveled out for a while and consolidated, or it's moved down, recently and you feel like it's going to start going up. So that's typically this move. And like I mentioned, you're maybe holding it for a couple days to a few weeks to a couple months. And for this, when you want to look at these trades, you really want to look at kind of like the intermediate time frame for how that industry is doing or how the stock trend is kind of trending. Um, and lastly, just long-term trading. So these are stocks that you have a lot of conviction in and you want to buy and hold for the long haul. Um, yeah, you just have a lot of conviction and belief in that company, whatever analysis you're doing on the fundamentals of it. These are the type of investments or companies that whether the price goes higher or lower, you're going to buy more shares. And we'll talk about kind of how to do that in a couple slides. But yeah, these are ones that you're going to hold for a long time and continue to buy more and more shares over time and grow that position. Anything to
Yeah.
add here, Nate?
Yeah, day trading, what's the success rate? It's like less than 10%, if I'm not
I think
mistaken. I mean,
it's yeah. They say like 1% of people I think make money in like day trading. It's really small.
right. And day trading is intensive. It's a mental exercise that you have to constantly be, right? You think about the people with the three computer monitors, right? And
Yeah.
they're constantly going back and forth between charts and clicking and so forth. And so that's a very unique niche market of people who are doing this. I don't do it because A, I don't have time, but B, more importantly, 1% of people make money, right?
Yeah.
I'm not in that the 1% of the one, right? We'll go down that road another day, excuse me. But swing trading, I appreciate that. That's kind of my niche. For me is, I'm looking for those value stocks or those opportunities where you and I really start identifying, and we'll talk about that here at
Yeah.
the end. Some of our stock opportunities that we go, man, I think something might be popping here. We have an opportunity to buy in. And then I do a lot of option plays as well that goes into swing trading. I don't do day. Long term, I have a few of those, but once again, as you alluded to, that's more of a long term growth strategy over time. And typically, that's something that I put into my 401k basket, if you will. But I think there's a lot of different opportunities for people depending on what their risk assessment is for themselves, but then also how much they're willing to put on the line because you might lose money.
Very true. Yep. That's why you have a plan, and kind of like on the first slide, we talked about having some strategies and techniques that we're going to cover coming up right now.
Exactly.
Thanks for whoever's in the stream. I don't know who else joined, but if you joined a little late, we're about halfway through our kind of presentation on kind of how to get started in the market. But as we're talking, if anybody has questions, please put them in the chat. Let us know. Yeet, I am here. What's up, Junes? Thanks for joining in.
Hey,
Shark
Shark
Boy,
Boy.
appreciate it. I feel
I
like we
think
should
we're gonna
almost
start
go
at
back to the
5:30
beginning
now.
here. It's like, should we go to the beginning?
We'll go reverse. We'll go down and then we'll go back up,
There we
right?
go. Yeah,
Just
there we go. Thanks for joining, guys. Uh, but yeah, so I mean, we're basically to the meat of it now at this point. But yeah, so something really important to know is that a stock price does not always equal its value. So a lot of time on the stream we talk about we don't like look at companies over like 10 to 15 bucks, but that doesn't mean the company's cheap necessarily. So as an example here we have Facebook and Apple. So as you can see, Facebook's stock price is $328, where Apple's stock price is $124. But when you actually look at the market cap, so the market cap is how much the stock market is putting how much they believe that company's worth. And so even though Apple's, half the price in terms of the stock price, the market cap is almost a billion, what is that, $1 trillion more. And so that's kind of the parallels. When you look at a stock price, just because it's low, don't think it's cheap. And to kind of continue on that point, where you see PE ratio. So this is not something we'll cover today, but basically it's the stock market putting on how expensive they think the stock is based on how much the company makes. And so even though Apple's half the price of on the number, $124 a share, the PE ratios are just about even for both of these companies. So this is just something just to think about when you're looking at companies. Just because the price is low doesn't necessarily mean it's a good investment. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a cheap stock. You know, a company at $5, maybe it gets up to $100, can mean it's really expensive, or vice versa. A company could be at $5 and be way more expensive than a company at $100. Outside of the actual valuation of the company. Anything you want to add there, Nate?
No, that was perfect.
Cool. Thank you. Whoever else joined, please put your name in the chat. Let us know. Again, if you have any questions as we covering things, please ask us. We put this together for you guys, so please put your questions in the chat. It's the only reason we did this is for you guys. Stock market techniques. So obviously you can get extremely technical and make it a very complex process, but we're going to break down two basically techniques that you can kind of apply on a stock chart to quickly find out where that stock could be heading in the future. So the first thing are trend lines. Hey, Rice Boy. Thanks for
Hey,
joining, man.
Rice.
But the first is trend lines. So you've kind of seen this in the past, but say you have a stock market like this, and there's like lines that I've thrown on the charts. So this is kind of what that is. So you use these to determine if the stock is in an uptrend or a downtrend. And the second thing you can use it for is to determine where support is, which is a price underneath the current stock price, or find resistance, which is a price above the current stock price. and then I'll show an example on in an image just in a second. The second thing is RSI, so this is Relative Strength Index. And so this is something you can just apply on your charts. It's super easy to do. Um, and this just tells you how overbought or oversold a stock is. Um, so basically, there's like a range of 0 to 100. And so if a stock is over 70 on the RSI indicator, it's technically overbought. And if the stock is under 30 on the RSI indicator, it's oversold. And so these two indicators, trend lines and RSI, using them separately doesn't do much, but when you combine them together, you can really start to see where that stock's going to move in the future. And so if you're listening, I would suggest going to the link that I put here, because we'll kind of go through an example of putting, actual trend lines on a graph, because it can be very daunting, but if I walk you through it and you do it with me, that's going to be a lot easier to learn how to do it. So if you want to leave it here for a second, if you want to open up a window on your computer or whatever you have open, but it's marketbeat.com/stocks. You see it right there. Yes, good idea, Chu.
Yep.
Nate,
Close
do you mind
right
putting that in the
now.
chart?
Yep, yep.
Thank you. And so if you're there, or once you're there, whoever's doing it, um, let me know when you put in the chat. There we go. Thank you. Also, cool. So I did a little example here, and this is the same chart kind of that I showed. So if you pull up I'm trying to think if I should just do it real quick. I might do it real quick live. I'm going to bring the presentation down for a second because I think it's going to be helpful for people. Okay. Oops. I think this is going to be actually really beneficial if I do it. Okay. No, I don't want your
Ooh,
service.
we get to see
Cool.
Childo's desktop screen. Let's see. Kidding.
Do you see the chart?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So if you come here with me, the first thing to do is just to keep it simple at the top here, just put, it should already be on the daily, but basically what that means is each one of these candles that you see represents a day of trading. So like if you go to this last candle, this was Friday's action for that stock, for this stock. And so once you're on the daily and you have this, you can use a little scroll on your mouse to go in and out, but just kind of keep it where it was. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add RSI. So if you go up to the top in the middle, indicators, click on indicators and type in RSI. Actually, it's not doing it like it usually does. I'm going to type in resistance. Okay.
You're hitting you're in the symbol. That's why you got to drop down one,
Oh,
I think.
thank you, senor.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Indicators. There we
Is there
go.
a ticker, RSI?
Indicators. When you go to
We're
indicators on
not
the
saying
top of
that.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, click on relative strength index, and it's going to put this down at the bottom of your chart. And so XPeng is something we actually talked about in our stock about a week and a half ago, and we called it out around this $24 price as something to buy, because I thought it was going to break out based on basically what I'm going to walk you through right now. So on the
Chinese
top,
electric vehicles. Yeah.
yeah, they're Chinese electric
Yeah.
vehicle company. So if you go on the top left, you have this little thing, right? This is a trend line bar. So you're going to click on that, and then this is where you can start throwing lines onto the graph. So as I said, there's two ways you can draw lines. One is like diagonal to figure out trend, and then there's another way you're throwing it horizontally to figure out where there's support or resistance. So at first, just go down here back in, October, and you're going to start a line here, and you're going to go up across. And basically how you draw trend lines is you're going to find a starting point, and then you're going to try to find a point in the future that lines up with it. So you can see here, I started back here, and when I extended my line, I was just, let me do this one more time. I'm just looking for other times that are going to collide with that line. So I just kind of go back and forth until I find a place. This is also a terrible line, so I'm going to redo it. But if we put it right here, we see that these 2 points line up perfectly with the line. So back here, if you were investing and you saw this come back, you were looking for it to bounce off this line. And so as you can see, this price kept bouncing off the line, which means the stock was in an uptrend. And so when a stock's in the uptrend, that's when you want to buy it. And basically you're putting this on your chart. Say you invested with this in this company back in November. You would draw this line and you're waiting to see if the stock price keeps holding this line. And basically what you want to do is you don't want to sell it until it breaks past that line. But we'll cover some of those details of how to do that in the next couple slides. So that's one way. So the same thing you can do on the downturn. So if we click there again, say we start up here at the top because we're finding a point to start the line. We start it here, and now we're gonna, since there's a big downtrend, we're gonna try to just find out where, see right here, we see the line bounce off of this area right here. So there's 1 point, 2 point, and then what do we see? We saw it break out. So we'll draw one more line because this is what I had. So you're just going on the chart and finding first key points, key candles, that's what each of these things are called, and you're just lining it up with other parts of the chart where you see the stock bouncing off of or hitting it and coming back down or going back up. So
And
the
the
reason,
importance of the candles,
yeah,
Dill, you want to explain that really quick? Because, you got green, red, you got
yeah, that's a great point. So
the
green,
tall, the
red,
small.
a green candle essentially means that there was more buying than selling that day. So the bottom of the candle, the dark part of the green candle is where the price started, and the top of the bar, not the point, but the top of the bar is where it ended. And then these little parts at the end, I don't want to get too technical to overwhelm anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but these little parts that you see sticking out here, like candle wicks, think about it, these are candles. The wicks are on the top and the bottom. Those are candle wicks. So that means that's the top of where the price went that day, but it closed at the top of the green. For a red candle means there was more selling than buying. So it's kind of the reverse of a green candle. The top of the reds, rectangle is where the price started the day, and the bottom of the red is where it ended at the price ended at the end of the day. So that's kind of a quick way to think about it. And again, if you're in here, please put questions in the chat if things don't make sense. I want this to be helpful for you. But yeah, so those are a couple lines. And so last week, so the reason I called this as a potential buy is because I saw it break out. And as soon as I saw it break out, I was like, this is an opportunity to buy. I ended up making about 30% on this stock because I didn't know where it was going to go
Nice.
from here. But this is,
Nice.
and how did I do that? I made that money because I just put these simple lines on the graph. It takes literally 5 seconds to put on a graph and it can literally make you money. So the second way you can draw resistance line, or you can draw trend lines, is horizontally. And so with horizontal lines, you want to find places that the chart kind of either bounces off of or goes back and forth off of. How do you know which line you should use? How do you know which line you should use? So the reason I draw multiple lines is to know the different parts of potential resistance in the future. So the first line I drew was this one, and I saw it break out. So I said, okay, I see this stop breaking out. So I wanted to put another line. I wanted to see if there was another trend line that it could potentially break in the future. So I put one from here. I saw when I was drawing it out that it was going to hit this candle as well. So I bought it here and I was like, let me see if there's any other resistance. Because if you have a line and the stock comes up to it, if it doesn't break out, that means it fails the breakout. But if the price goes through it and goes to the top, that means it's a successful breakout, which typically means if it stays above that line, there's still upward movement for it to go.
In a rally. Yeah, like we've
Yeah,
seen at the
a rally.
beginning of this
Yeah.
graph, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So it could potentially go higher. So you're just drawing multiple lines to see where all the potential resistance is. Or in this case, when the stock's going up, where all the potential supports are. There was support here, there was support here, and then when it broke down, we see that it didn't hold the line like it did back here. It actually broke through it. And so that showed us, okay, the stock's now in a downtrend unless it breaks above some line. And so this is where we put in the support and resistance lines. So for
So I am
this,
Shark Boy. Oh, go ahead. Keep
yeah,
going.
yeah. What were you going to say?
going. I was going to say, I am Shark Boy, I think brought up a good point, right? It's we're seeing these trend lines, and then I think the question ultimately is, how do I determine moving forward, like today, where's the market moving, right? So if we take like the last 30, 60, 90 days, and we're marking it out right now, graphing it out, what are we thinking?
Yeah, sorry, is that a question?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Gotcha.
was a
Yeah,
rhetorical question.
so
Just
but
kind
yeah,
of.
to answer that question, honestly, it's like, okay, I saw the stock breakout right here. So for me, that was a buy because this downtrend from all the way back in November has ended, in my opinion. If it came
Right,
back down and broke back below the line, then obviously that downtrend wasn't finished. But it broke out and it's staying above. I drew a second line to figure out where the next resistance was, and it broke out of that resistance again. And so there's no more lines to be drawn in terms of these kind of trend line resistance. And that leads us to the next point is, are there any other resistance points in the future? And so
right.
how you draw these lines, like I mentioned, are horizontal lines. So basically you just find a place where you see there's like a lot of accumulation. And honestly, this is just something I've been doing this for the last 10 years, probably like 7 years. And so it's just something you got to keep doing. And over time, you'll start to look at a chart and you'll see right away where there's resistance, like, or where there's trends. So like when I first look at this chart, I notice there's a lot of accumulation right here. And you see the price go up, it comes down, it tries to go break out again, it fails. So I'm like, wait a minute, maybe there's a resistance line here. So I go back. Oh, wait, there's another point in a similar range. Oh, wait, there's another point at a similar price point, this 41, 42 price. And so what I want to do is I want to go here, start my trend line, and go straight away this way. And then what do I find? I find that's a little high,
Hmm.
but essentially there's a bunch of, let me move this down a little bit. Essentially there's a bunch of resistance right here. So if I'm still holding the stock, we have it, the stock price hit this line here. We have the stock price hit the line here. We have the stock price hit the line here. We have the stock price hit the line here. So now moving forward, this is going to be a very major point of resistance. Like I mentioned on the last slide, anything above the current price is resistance, anything below the current price is support. And so now I'm going to be looking, if I think the stock's going to still go up, I'm going to be looking for somewhere maybe in this 38 price range. And so it's like, okay, now let me see if there's any other points of resistance or support. So let me see. Okay, I see there's some, there's some weird action here. Wait, these are at the same prices, so maybe there's another trend line. Let me see if there's anything. Oh, wait, over here too. The same exact thing, more kind of action in the same range. So let me draw another line. Let me get my thing up. Okay, let's draw the same thing. Draw all the way across. And look, we see that's a little off, but it tells the general story. Oh, wait. So we're seeing this stock right now start to try to break out of this resistance point. And so if it can stay above this line, there's a high probability it might go up and try to test this next. And so these are two ways to use trend lines. And so, like I said before, you can't just use trend lines by itself. You need another factor to try to prove your case. And so back here when I bought, the reason I bought is I saw it come down, I saw it break out, and I looked at RSI. So I mentioned before, RSI oversold is under 30, overbought is over 70. And so I saw, wait a minute, RSI broke below 30, so it's technically oversold, and it looks like there's a trend reversal. It broke out of this line and it went above oversold. So maybe people, my mind was maybe people are back interested in buying the stock again. And so I use these two indicators to give me an idea that it was maybe a little safer to buy. And then we'll talk about in a couple of slides, but that's where you start using these other techniques like stop loss, where you automatically sell your shares, say above this low, because if it breaks below this low, it's probably going lower, because that would be a support line now. Um, but I know this is a lot of information to take in. Literally just go on market beats, look up all your favorite stocks or the stocks that you want to invest in, and just start getting used to drawing these lines. It's only going to take you, 20, 30 times of doing this to really start getting the hang of it. And the more you do it, the quicker you'll notice where these support and resistant lines are, and you start pairing that with RSI, you'll start to figure out when are good times to buy or sell a stock. But yes, just repetition, repetition. And as you said, it doesn't take that much time. If I wasn't talking to you guys, I would have probably did this, saying I wasn't as comfortable with it. I maybe would have did it for 10, 15 minutes. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to start practicing with these things. And if you apply these accurately, as well as some of the other things we're going to mention, you can make a lot of money in the stock market. Um,
Or you could be like me if you're lazy and just ask Childill to do it for us on any stream every week.
that's
Throw it
also
in.
true,
Let us know
yeah.
what you're looking at, and we'd be more than happy to run through an exercise just like this.
Yeah, if you don't listen to the streams, I literally let people ask me what stocks and I chart it for you. So please tune in every week because I'll do the work for you. But the point is for you to learn and for your investing journey to be successful. Same as chill deal. Cool. So we just did that. I did kind of the same thing here. Um, but next we have a couple, kind of like I just mentioned, some stock market tactics that you can use to kind of help save yourself and set kind of some automation into your trading strategy. And Nate, do you want to go ahead and cover this?
This has saved my ass so many
It's
times.
true.
I'm going to tell you. But yeah, yeah. So stop losses. This is the magic. I can't wake up at 6:30 on the West Coast when the market's opening, right? On the East Coast. So
Yeah.
typically, I'll have a few of these sets. So exactly what Dill was saying. You look at the trend lines, you say, look, it's going to hit 34, 35. It has a chance of going below that depending on the trend. So, if I buy in at 30, it's at 35 now. What are the chances that it's really going to go up, continue going up? Maybe I'll put a stop loss in. So, as we have this example here, you purchase a stock for a buck, right? And maybe it goes up to a buck 30, and you're like, you know what? What if it doesn't go up anymore? It starts to retract a little bit. So you don't want to lose too much money, but you also want to hang in there for a bit. So you say, you know what, bought it at a buck. Maybe I'll lose 10 cents on this. Maybe it goes up to a buck 30. You say, you know what, at a buck 20, I want it to sell. So that's the idea is you get to set the parameters for which it automatically sells the stock for you. However, there is an exception to this, specifically in some trading platforms. If it opens below that number, sometimes it does not execute the trade accordingly. So there's some factors, caveats that you have to look at. Check the platforms, do your homework, please. But it's saved me so many times where I bought something at $10, it's gone up to 15, and I'm like, man, this is a beautiful moment for me. Either A, I forgot to put a stop loss and it tanked on me because I didn't check my stock for a few days. Bad news came out, something happened, and it went below what I bought it at. But many other times, in fact, I just sold some AMC on a stop loss. AMC went high for many different reasons. The bet crew, we can call them, jacked it up, and then I put a stop loss on it. I had a call on it, and then I also owned some of the AMC stocks. So once it broke a certain point, I said, you know what, I'm putting a stop loss on this. I think it was for $29 or $27 because it did go up to a certain amount. And so I put a trailing stop loss on that, our third bullet here, where I said, you know what, once it breaks 33, I'm going to set it to $2 under that. So anytime it hits the highest point, say it hits 33 bucks, it's going to trail it by $2. So if it hits 34 bucks, it's going to set my trailing stop loss to 32. So I'm always going to be looking at a $2 range, and you can set it by percentage. If you say I want 10% or I want a dollar amount, you get to select the parameters for which it automatically does that for you. So those are the two biggest components that when you're looking at a stop loss that are predominantly what you're going to be seeking. The limit orders, that limits what you buy. The stock's moving up and down. It's a bit volatile. You don't want to pay more than a specific amount, or you don't want to pay less than a specific amount, or if you're selling or buying. So there's an opportunity for you to, once again, set the parameters for whatever it is that you're looking at purchasing and or selling. And it gets a little technical, but that's the basics of the stop loss and some limit orders there. Jill, I know you have some other info you probably want to talk about around that.
No, I would just say like start with stop losses. Trailing stop losses can
Yeah.
get a little more complicated and complex. But just start with a stop loss. It's literally on any platform, it's really easy. Like if you're on Robinhood, like you say sell and it gives you some options, you can put a stop loss in there. And kind of like Nate said, it can really save your butt. To give an example, like on this last chart, so for me, like I bought it around here. I put a stop loss at this price because for me, I was like, okay, I think this stock's breaking out, but I want to save myself because this is not a stock I want to hold for 2 years. That's not my trading strategy. This is something I'm looking to swing for a few days or a few weeks. And so I put a
Hmm.
stop loss right below this price, this lowest price. So just in case for some reason it started heading back down, back down instead of back up, it would mitigate my risk and it wouldn't let me lose that much money. So stop loss is super super easy to set up. It doesn't take a lot of work,
Hmm.
and it can really save you a ton of money.
And we'll do some simulations of that down the road, probably next
Yeah.
week. We'll go ahead and do that. Kind of do an exercise around a specific stock, play money, right? Some monopoly money that we could play with all these techniques, kind of run through a couple different scenarios. And in fact, we'll probably send out an invite through our chat and or another mechanism we'll talk about here at the end for you folks to hop on and interact with us a little more. And then dollar cost averaging. This is a wonderful, wonderful technique that a lot of people use in the industry, including myself as an individual investor, retail trader, if you will. I know Dylan uses it as well. We talk about this quite frequently, either directly or indirectly, but essentially you're either buying more stock as it's going up or as it's going down, right? But you want to be very careful on what it is you're buying, right? So look at the trend line and see where it's going to land, and then make a decision to either buy, a chunk of it or, pieces of it as it's either going up and down. Oftentimes, we use this in the long term play, specifically if you're looking at holding something for a long time and you think it's going to either accrue more um, more value in the future, or if you're doubling down on something. I will say when the market was going up back a year plus ago now, there's SPXL. It's 3 times bull. It's a leveraged opportunity to purchase that tracks S&P 500. I had a feeling it was going to start going up as the trend line goes with S&P. And the pattern was every time it went up a buck or two, I would buy a couple more shares because I knew it was going to keep going up. And then I put a stop loss in, right? We were talking about stop loss at a certain point along that trail of purchasing. And so I didn't sell anything until I felt comfortable with it. But then I also had a stop loss to save my booty when I needed it, just in case. Luckily, it didn't have to trigger. I sold it off after it hit a certain point. But now you're seeing kind of the combo, right? Dollar cost averaging mixed with stop losses, mixed with charting, mixed with etc. So easy techniques, practice. Chilio hit it on the head. Practice, practice, practice 10, 15, 20 times. Once you figure it out, start with low stocks that don't cost a whole lot because you lose less money if you mess up. I did that many times. I don't think OTCs can actually do limit, or I'm sorry, trailing stop losses. They do limit orders, sometimes exclusively limit orders. But there's also commissions that you have to pay for OTC. So 3.95 a trade or whatever it may be. So bear that in mind. There's limitations to certain stocks that you trade as well.
Yeah, and to bring this more to like a picture for everyone. So, say you bought XPeng, I think is the real company name, back here at
Mm-hmm.
the beginning, and you had a lot of conviction and you like, this is a stock that's going to keep going up. So, say you bought, $10, I guess this is over 10 bucks. Say you bought $50 worth of the stock here, it went up and it started coming back down, and you're like, you know what, let me try to see a draw a trend line. Okay, let me try a trend line, and the stock comes here and you're going to dollar cost average up. So say you're going to buy 50 more right here. And so now you bought 50 shares here, 50 shares here, and then your price is going to average out to right here. So just in theory, say you held it all the way to the top and you timed it perfectly. So instead of just making, whatever you made on the 50 shares, actually now you made double because you doubled down on the position when it hit the trend line. And then say like you got even more complex and say you're going to set a stop loss just below that line. So what you're doing is you're doubling down because you think it's going to go even higher, and then you put a stop loss right below just in case the trend switches on you. And so that's kind of like a way that you can push all these things we're talking about together and start making money in the market.
Right. So buy it 20 bucks, buy it 25 bucks. Buy at
Yeah.
$30, your average ends up becoming 25. Put a stop loss at the 30, right? And you're
Yeah.
making net positive X, right?
Yep.
So very well explained.
Next, just following a few more tactics. So this is something really important, and it took me a long time to kind of get this in my head to start trading like this, but never buy your entire position at once. So this can
I have to ask, did you ever do that?
I have so to give people context around my trading background. So I started trading like probably about 10 years ago at this point. What year would that be? 10, 11, maybe like a little bit less than that, less than 10 years. Um, but when I first started trading, I just went buck wild. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I can make so much money in the stock market. And like I got lucky a couple of my first trades because I was just going ham. Like I was putting maybe like 80% of my entire portfolio of investing in one stock, and I was day trading, and I was like made some money. The first week or two I made like thousands of dollars, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can make so
You
much
were the
money in the
1% for
market
a minute. You were
for a
the
very short
1%.
second. For a very short
Oh,
second.
we could say we know somebody in the 1%. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Very short 1%. Yeah, very short time. But then what happened is I started blowing up my trading account because I didn't use stop losses and I didn't use these techniques I didn't really fully understand yet. And so, yeah, I made multiples of thousands of dollars, but then a couple trades that I was trading 80% of my portfolio on just blew up my account. Then I was down all of a sudden a couple months later, down thousands of dollars. And so kind of this is one of the first tactics outside of stop loss and trend lines that you can use to start building your portfolio correctly. And so typically one thing I like to do is buy any stock in fourths. So kind of we'll go back to that X paying chart, but say, okay, I think this is a good buy. I'm going to buy, say I want to invest totally a total of 100 bucks. I'm going to buy $25 worth of the stock the first time. Say the stock goes up a little bit more and I still have, okay, the stock went up 10 more percent. I think, based on my trend lines and everything, it's going to keep going. Okay, I'm going to buy another $25 worth. And so you just keep buying in increments, whether it's going up or going down. Maybe there's another stock that, say, it's going down. And it's like, I have really long-term conviction in this, or I'm going to swing trade this because I think it's going to go up in 6 months or something based on how I'm looking at things or the fundamentals of the company. And so, okay, I buy, 1/4 of my position. Say I want to invest again 100 bucks. Okay, I'm going to buy 1/4 of it at $10. I'm $25 at $10 shares. And say it goes down 10%. Okay, I'm going to buy another $25 worth. So you just start building in the position because say you bought something at, we'll just use a round number, $100 a share. You bought your entire position and it go down to $50. Okay, now your investment is worth $50. But say you bought half of it at $100 and then you bought half of it at $50 a share. Now your average is $75 instead of your average is $100. So it really saves you from these giant swings sometimes companies can have. If I buy if I buy it full at $10 and it's rising to 14 high volatility, where are you putting stop loss? So that kind of like, I'll go back a couple slides. I don't know if you were here. If not, you can go back and listen. But we talked about putting stop losses and trend lines. So I'm looking at where the trend line is. If it breaks below this price, the trend is changing. And so by drawing lines on the chart, say it's going up, I'm going to look, okay, if it breaks below, say $30, where it's bouncing off this line, that means the stock might not be going up anymore if it's kind of a swing trade or a short-term trade. So you really have to use the charts to figure out where you should buy and sell. Or if it's like, okay, you've made 40% on that stock and you're happy and it was just a short-term trade, 40% is a great win. Like a lot of people hardly ever make 40% on a stock in the short term. So maybe it's like, okay, like I'm going to take some risk off the table. I'm going to sell half of my shares. I still have conviction the stock will go higher, but I'm going to sell out of some of my risk and keep letting, some of the money ride, but I'm going to take some of the profit out. So it kind of just depends on the strategy. I don't know if you heard during the beginning, but is it a short-term trade? Is it a swing trade or is it a long-term trade? If it's a short-term trade, swing trade, and I'm just here to make money, then 40% is a decent win. But if I'm like, okay, I'm going to swing it a little bit longer, I think it can go higher, maybe I'll sell out of half of my position. Okay, now I'm only going to own half of that because I want to take a little bit risk off the table and I want to take some of my profits. Um, but Nate, do you have anything to add there?
Yeah, that's interesting, right? Because I think you go from a day trader, you could theoretically, right, be a day trader, hold on to something, become, a long, it can ultimately evolve into a longer hold trade, right? And then kind of go back down depending on the scenario, right? Because there's certain stocks that I've held on to that I'm like, this is a long-term play, but it peaked, right? Based on the charts and kind of a gut check. I go, man, this thing's taken off. So what I was going to have as a long-term trade ended up going down to, swing trade, and vice versa. So there's certain swing trades that I've held on and gone long, much longer than I anticipated, but there's a reason behind that. So that's interesting. But the other part too is we should note is anything not anything sold within the first year, right? There's a higher capital gains tax versus the long-term trades, right? Anything beyond 365 days, the capital gains is lower. So that's also very important to figure out as well. Is you're going to pay more upfront if you're doing day trade or swing trading as opposed to maybe a longer-term trade hold.
Yeah, so kind of like Nate said, it's really important to know your strategy. Like if this company, I don't know how to say it, but if that company is like a long-term hold for you, and like I believe in this company, and like I want to hold it for multiple years, then I might not sell that. But if I'm like, you know what, I'm just here to make some money, um, I'm happy with 40%, then maybe I'll take the 40% gains. But if I'm like, I want to hold a little bit longer, based on what I'm, looking at the charts, I think it has some more upside, then I'm going to start looking at, where are these resistance lines? Where are these support lines? And like I said, if you weren't here, I think maybe it was about a 30 minutes ago when we were showing people how to draw trend lines, go back and watch that part of the stream because it's going to help you figure out where to put that stop loss at if you don't want to take on the risk of it potentially going higher or lower. But yeah, so um, I'll definitely go back and listen to that part of the stream. But yeah, so buy-in positions that would typically be my my suggestions for things you want to hold a little bit longer. And when it comes to, like you said, like this thing that might be a short term or swing trade, say I buy something all at once, and I do this if I have a short term trade in mind sometimes, is I'm not going to make that buy more than 10 to 20% of my entire portfolio. So say you have $1,000 that you're investing. I typically don't want to put $100 to $200 more than that in one position. And kind of like I mentioned a few minutes ago, that's how I blew up my account back in the day. Like I wasn't using these strategies and, I put 80% of my account into one position and then all of a sudden this high volatile stock was down 30%. And now, instead of
You freaked
losing,
out and sold it probably, right?
I
Because
did
you were like,
sell it
what?
because I think it was, now it's like, shoot, this stock's down. I think it's going to go down more. And so, okay, if I have $1,000, I put $800 in it. Say just for easy math, it went down 50%. My $800 became $400. But say I put $100 in it, then my $100 became $50. So it's either a $400 loss or a I forgot the $50 loss. And so that's how you mitigate your risk in account. Obviously, it's like, oh, but what if it goes up and I had a, but what if it doesn't? Like things don't always happen how you think it is, and you need to mitigate risk in you need to mitigate your risk in your investments. Because like we mentioned, if you were here at the beginning of the stream, the market does not want you to make money because that means someone else is not making money. The market wants you to lose money because when you lose money, someone makes money. And so that's how you have to think about it. Okay, like if I put 80% and I'm not, and I'm not really have a tight stop loss and things like that, you could lose hundreds and hundreds of dollars unless you are really tactical in what you're doing. And so just not over allocating in one position can really save you a lot of money. Um, that's something I always use. I don't know if there's anything else, Nate, you have to add to that.
Nope, I've lost a lot of money this way. So yeah.
Yep. It's super easy and like I've been times like, I got it, it's fine, like I'm ready to make all this money. and then you can win, but then it just takes one big loss for you
Yeah,
for all your gains to go down the drain.
it hurts.
Yep. And so kind of going off that too is diversifying. So I would say this is more important for, I would say, long-term trading. So there's cyclical shifts in the market all the time. So recently, I would say from I think November till February, like all these small cap technology companies were like most of them were just running like crazy, like small biotech companies. There was names that I
Yeah.
was trading that were up like 100, 200%. It was just insane. But then what happened is that sector, money rotated out of that sector, and they started
Mm,
putting money in more safe stocks, bigger cap, larger companies, like Disney or Boeing, things like that. And
mhm.
so if you had all your money in that one sector, you would be down 30, 40, 50, 70% right now. Kind of like that Xpeng chart I put up. Like if all your money was in that industry when the money started pooling out, you could have been down 30, 40, 50, 60% if those were your long-term holds. And so diversify, own some tech, own some, some, I don't think Wendy's has a stock, but own some McDonald's, own some REITs. That's something that Nate likes to invest in. Own different
Yeah.
industries in the market because money's always shifting around and there's always a new trend and there's always where money wants to push up stocks during a specific time period. And so when you're
And Wendy's
diversified,
does have a stock,
does it?
$23
Okay, I
right now.
wasn't sure. I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought of Wendy's because I don't think I've eaten there more than once or twice.
I was gonna say, you digging a hamburger
But
right
I don't
now?
know,
There's
dude.
many.
I didn't eat dinner yet, so maybe I'm just hungry.
There you go.
But yeah, so these are a couple like pretty simple tips just to start thinking about when you're making investments. And like we said, some are for like more of that short-term swing trades. Some of these tactics are for these longer-term holds. Um, I think in this next slide there's some other things that kind of go on to this point a little bit. Um, Too bad we can't. You know what's crazy? There was a rumor going around. There's a SPAC, SP or PSTH. It's Bill Ackman's SPAC, and there's rumors that they're trying to take Chick-fil-A public. So if you want to ride the rumor bus, maybe buy that stock. There's
I've done
some
that with
rumors
Elon,
going
and it does
around.
not work out.
It
I'm
doesn't
just gonna
usually
say.
work. Yeah, usually doesn't work, but they might go public, which would be crazy. Um, but yeah, so we've mentioned this before in during the stream, but you don't always win. You're never going to be 100% winner in the market. It's just too impossible. There's times when I've won majority of my trades, but there's times where I had 3 or 4 losing trades in a row and it hurts. And so just think about that. When you trade, you're not always going to win. Every investment, even though your heart desires it for it to go up 100, 200%, is just not the case. Um, but kind of thinking about that, you want to win more than you lose. Most traders don't win. They don't win 90% of their trades. Most traders somewhere between 60 to 55 to 70% win rate, and then 25 to 40% lose rate. And the point is, you want your stock kind of like you want your account kind of like a stock to go like this, up, a little bit down, then higher, a little bit down, higher. And you just kind of want that movement in your stock over time. And that's how by doing that, you just keep your wins. You win more than you lose. And you just use the tactics we've talked about in the last 3 or 4 slides. You kind of combined all those things. We'll post this on YouTube. We'll post this some other place that we'll kind of reveal in a minute. But you kind of use all these tactics together to make sure you're winning more than you're losing. Um, and then another thing is when you're doing, stock analysis or you're looking at a stock and you're wondering if you want to buy, you want to make sure there's always more potential upside than downside in that stock. So like a rule that I do is I look at stocks where my stop loss is about 10%. Like I don't see this stock in the short term going down more than about 10%. But when I look at the upside potential based on my trend lines, things like that, RSI, I look for something that there's at least 20% upside. And so what that means is when I lose, I'm only losing 10% or less each trade. But when I win, I'm winning at least 20% or more each trade. And so those 60% wins are a lot bigger than those 40% losses. And that's kind of how your account goes like this over time. is kind of mitigating your risk and making sure your upside potential for any investment is at least 2x your downside potential in that investment. Anything to add there, Nate?
That was beautiful. We will call that marginal gains, right? I think of
Marginal
it marginal
gains.
gains theory, right? Where small
Yep.
incremental improvements equal the aggregated total
Yep.
combined is bigger than that. Perfect.
Yeah, like I would say maybe 1%, 0.1% of people like get rich quick in the market, like, and get rich quick is such a concept because people who invested in crypto like 5 years ago are now billionaires, but it took 5 years for them to make that money. Like that was
Yeah,
not an overnight thing. And so
yeah.
it's a constant marginal
And partially
gains.
luck.
Yeah,
I mean
it's
that
definitely
that's
luck.
kind of
There's a
its
lot of luck
own,
for sure.
but very accurately said.
But yeah, so the market is not a get rich quick. That's not what it is. Don't think of it that way. That's that's the hard part to find stocks like that with more upside. Yeah, again, like I would say go back and watch that little 20-30 minute section where I talked about resistance lines, faithful resistance lines and things like that. Because that's those two trend lines and RSI are the two things that I use together for every trade. There's a couple other more complicated tactics I use, but those are my bread and butter. I literally use that for every single trade, and it helps me figure out where I have more upside compared to downside for a trade. Super easy, like I said, just keep doing those trend lines, keep practicing over and over, and you'll start to be able to analyze charts a lot quicker and quickly find those stocks that have more upside than downside potential. What do we have next? Oh yeah, so we put together a slide real quick. So these are all the stocks that we've talked about on the stream that we're like, we think this is a buy, this is something. RSI and trend lines. It's back in the stream at about I think the 30 minute mark or so. Um, but after this is over, we probably have about 20 more minutes, if that, of this left. So go back and watch that section. It's RSI and trend lines. But yeah, just go back and listen to it. So just to kind of prove the point that you don't win all trades, these are about 10 trades that we've talked about on the stream when we suggested them and what happened to them. So when you kind of look at the numbers, 8 of these trades were wins, 3 were losses, and 1 was basically didn't move from where we initially suggested a buy. And so we didn't win 100% of these. Like it's impossible to do that. This is a pretty good win rate. I mean, brush your shoulders off. Good job, Nate and I. But yeah, so here like you would have won 70%, 72% of these trades if you bought every one. And when you look at the ups and downs, you would have made probably several 100% on these trades. So your account probably would have looked like this, but it would have been a pretty steep mark. But still, the point is you can't win every trade. It's impossible. Nate and I have been trading forever, not ever, the last 10ish years, and we have not won every trade. I promise you that.
Yeah, the Hertz, I gotta say that was kind of a risky one though.
But
HTZGQ.
bro, you gotta. That was a really
That one
amazing
we did
call.
some pretty hardcore homework on and paid close attention to
Yep.
it. It's not every day of bankruptcy actually they come out clean
Yeah.
and are able to pay off their investors. And so I just want to put an asterisk next to that one and say that was a unique stock opportunity that we saw. But everything else, yeah, I mean, from
Yeah.
I'd say year to date, but date to date that we have listed here, typically has gone up. And if it's at a loss right now, I think a majority of those, if not all of them, actually went above at some point during the
Yeah.
trajectory of
They
that
did.
date and now. So there was opportunities to see opportunities, if that makes sense, to
Yep.
buy, sell, etc.
Yeah, I
within
think
that
all
time
these
frame.
stocks had gone up at some point during talking about them. So if you had stop losses, technically it was 100%, but you know, we ain't gonna brag too much. Um, let's see. I think we only got a couple. Oh, actually, this is I think the last slide or
Yeah,
the
this is
last couple
it.
slides. We did it in about an hour. Not bad. I was thinking we might take an hour to cover it, and we ended up doing an hour. But this is a slide we talked about at the beginning with just some more context around the points. So we mentioned the first thing that's so important about investing, have a plan. Every stock that you buy, every account that you open, whatever it is, have a plan with everything you do. What's the goal? What kind of trading account? What's my long-term goals? Where do I want this account to be in 10 years? If it's a retirement account, okay, I'm going to start a retirement account to cash out, when I'm 65, whatever the age is. Like know your plan and move forward with whatever you're doing. Know the investing strategy. So as we talked earlier, is it a short term, medium, I think I put long term, medium, or short term investment? And so this is really important with what tactics you use. We mentioned short term trades. You're going to be using probably more stop losses more than normal. You're going to be really analyzing the trend lines and these little micro factors about the stock to figure out when to buy and sell it. Medium trades, this might be something, a swing trade where you might average up and down in, like, oh, it goes down 10%. Yeah, I'm going to buy some more, and if it goes below that, maybe I'll put a stop loss. Oh, let me look at the trend lines, Does it look like it have an upward trend line in there and I want to buy in now and then once it gets to a higher point, then I want to put a stop loss in. Then long-term trades, it's like, okay, I want to own the stock for the next 2 years, and no matter what it does, I'm going to buy more. So it goes down 10%, I'm going to buy some more. It's up 15%, I'm going to buy some more. You need to know what your strategy is with each stock and then apply some of the tactics that we talked about.
And bear in mind, I'm all about taxes, so I don't want to pay a whole
Yeah.
lot of taxes if I don't have to. So bear that the tax implications of long versus short-term trades. And I think to Fattyful or Faithful, spelled like Fattyful, ETFs are a great long-term play that I do personally. I'm not suggesting anybody does that, but ETFs are kind of a nice hodgepodge of different
Yep.
stocks in a specific industry that you can take advantage of.
Yep. And in the future, we'll do some more things similar to this where we dive more into how to pick stocks, um, different kinds of like ETFs, things like that. A little more tactical in terms of investing, but we thought this first presentation, just covering the basics, would be helpful for everyone. Um, but the next thing, invest and trade, don't gamble. It's super easy to gamble in the market. Understand your risk. Think of everything as an investment and a trade. When you make money, others lose money. When you lose money, others make money. That's the way of the market. So think of it that way.
Over
Whenever,
leverage 1,000 to 1, or was it
yeah,
100 or 1,000 to 1? What Dogecoin?
I think people were 1,000 to 1 leveraged, which is crazy. Or, yeah, anyway, something like that. Um, but every investment will not win, like we mentioned. Most successful investors win somewhere around 60% of their trades and lose around 40%. You're not going to win every trade. It's just not going to happen. Cut your losing investments. Don't let your losers ride in your account. If you don't put a stop loss and your goal is not to hold it for multiple years, if you let that stock keep going down, it's going to take away from all your wins. And instead of going like this, it's going to go like this. Your chart's going to go, it's going to go like that because you're going to win. Then this one loser is going to take all your money away. So don't hold on to losing investments if it's not a long-term hold. Buy and hold and add. Um, you never catch the bottom. I don't think we mentioned this necessarily in full detail, but you're never gonna find a stock exactly at the lowest price before it goes higher. It's impossible. I think I've done it 0.01% times in my life.
It's the
Um,
industry average,
yeah,
like less
industry
than.
average. Exactly. And so that's why we buy in fourths because the stock you buy it might go down a little bit and you want to add more, or it goes up and you can add some more there. It's so impossible to find that exact price. So you can never catch the bottom and buy stocks in a way that you're going to benefit. Dollar cost average and stop loss. So as we mentioned earlier, like I just mentioned, if you bought at $5 and you believe in the stock and it goes to 250, buy more at $2.50 a share. Or if the opposite, you really believe in a stock and it goes from 250, $2.50 to $5, buy more shares at $5 if in the long term that's a stock you want to buy and hold. Stop losses, so important. You need to put stop losses or it's gonna take all the money that you make. Use those trend lines. Use RSI. Figure out when things are overbought or oversold, or when they're in an uptrend or a downtrend, set your stop loss accordingly. And lastly, don't fall in love with the stock. Stocks are not your friend. That's a great line. I think Nate put that one, so he gets the credit there. Stocks are not your friend. They don't care if you win or lose money. Money doesn't have emotion. It's the stock market. There's times when I've got really emotional and I'm like, but just if it goes up, I'm gonna make so much money. But if don't fall in love with stocks. Don't fall in love with specific companies because it's gonna lead you down a bad rabbit hole. But I think that's all the principles. Is there anything else that you had added before we go to the next slide, Nate?
I don't think so. I would just say also look for any of the websites that we put out there, MarketBeat being one of them. There's a lot of insider trading, for example, that you should pay attention to that we'll go over probably next time. We always talk about it, but it's also another important aspect to take into consideration. The externalities of any given, excuse me, any externalities of the market that you don't have control over and specifically don't know enough about. Do your homework. It's very, very simple. Insider trading. Um, right now, you're hearing a lot about the memes and the short losses or short sales rather, and all of that going on. So there's going to be trends that you might not be able to pick up on or understand, and why there's fluctuations, and then you want to jump on the bandwagon like Dogecoin. I'm an investor of Dogecoin. I bought very low and I bought very high, trying to time the market right, and I didn't catch the bottom. So anyway, I digress. We have something very exciting to talk about.
Yep. Let's see. Is it on this next slide?
Yeah.
Woo! Woo, woo. So we are launching a Discord. Whoever's in the chat, yay! So as if you've been here before, if this is your first time, we do this every week where we go on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and do this live stream where we talk about the markets. But we want to start developing a community and people who learn and grow together and make money in the markets. If I look at my own journey, I think back in it had to be like 6 years at this point. About 5 or 6 years ago, I found a Discord group of people who were learning how to invest. There was people who were brand new. There's people who had years of experience, and I joined that group. And a lot of the things I share with you, those are things I learned in that Discord group. And so now that I've progressed a lot in my investment journey and Nate's grown a lot in his investment journey, like we want to bring some of our knowledge to you guys, as well as hopefully we can post things in this Discord to make us all money and learn from each other and grow and just have an awesome community. So as our stream is relevant, Stock Talk Games. So half of the Discord is about gaming, where you can post clips from things or memes, as well as we have chats in there for you to game with your friends in the Discord or game with us when we're online. And then the second half is all about stock market, crypto, stocks, education. There's different sections for you to kind of get exactly what you want, as well as places for us to ask questions to us or anybody else in the Discord that has a lot of knowledge about things. So Nate, do you possibly have that up? Can you put the link in the Discord if you have it up?
Yeah. Put the Discord link in the chat.
Yeah. So this should be an invite link. So come join. And I think I have it on the next slide. So under the invite link, we have somewhere where you can invite all your friends. So go in there, invite your friends if there's anyone who really loves gaming like we do, and just to like shoot the shit with them about games and put funny memes and clips in there. And or if you have friends who also want to do both or just learn about the market, invite whoever you know to the room because I think it's gonna be it's gonna be an awesome place for us all to learn and make money together, uh,
And have fun.
and have fun.
We're going to be
Yes.
playing games. We're going to be bringing
Yep.
folks in, maybe some guest content, if you will.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot coming soon.
And then, like we mentioned before at the beginning of the chat, if you don't have accounts for trading places yet, we have invite links. So if you sign up for Coinbase through this link, you'll win. They'll give you $5 free of Bitcoin. For Robinhood, if you sign up through the link, you'll get a free stock. And then the last one, Webull, if you sign up using the link, you'll get 2 free stocks. So this is something where we both win. When you get a stock, we get a stock too. Um, And so just a place for both of us to get some free money when we open up new accounts. And so, yeah, just go in the Discord, check it out. I think right below that you can actually see where it says requests. So if there's something that you want added to the Discord or something that's gonna you think gonna be beneficial for you or other people, or if we need more chat rooms for gaming or anything like that, just put all the requests you have in there once you start playing around. But starting this week, we'll start putting content in there for the stock market. Feel free to start putting your own information or things you look at in the stock market, things that you like and want to potentially give to other people as a potential investment. Um, if you go through, we have a rules section. There's just some rules we want to keep for the chat, just to keep it orderly and not too trolly and profanity and things like that. And then yeah, so we're super excited to start this. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but Nate and I probably put anywhere between 5 to 15 hours a week into this. We started about a couple months ago, with no viewers. So I'm happy to see, maybe minus myself and Nate that are in there, 6 people in there potentially, maybe my wife too, so 5 people. But we appreciate you guys for coming here and listening to us, whether you listen to us every week or you saw us post every second about this on Facebook or Instagram. But please join our community. We're going to continue to build it. We're going to continue to learn together. And we're just super excited about going on this journey with you guys. Is there anything else you have, Nate, to add on top of my
Percent.
monologue?
Nope. Appreciate the family and friends who have been here supporting us, hopping in
Yep.
the chat, whether they care or not.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, we just want to be able to provide some insight into the market. I think you said it best. And so I'm going to leave it at that. Please hop in. We have several different channels. Definitely want to be able to play games on the side, whether we're streaming or not live. But ultimately, we have a big plan for this. We will let you all know as we progress where we're hitting our marks and making some impact in the community here. So thank you all.
Yep. I don't remember if I had any. That was the end. But Nate, are you gonna? I think we're gonna stay on and game some, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I
Cool.
think we're gonna do
So
some maybe some Fall Guys. I don't know if anybody wants
yeah.
to hop in with
So
us.
whoever's in the chat, we want to game with you guys tonight. If you have any friends who want to jump on, we want to game with them too. So we'll be in the Discord. We'll be in one of the chats, just to play with everyone. We might stream. We might not stream. We're not sure yet. But we want to play with you guys. So we'll either play probably like Fall Guys or what's the one you just mentioned? I forgot. The
It's Fall
Ragdoll.
Guys.
What's it called?
Yeah, Gang Beasts.
Gang
There's
Beast,
plenty of games
Rocket
out there.
League. There's a lot of group games.
We've done
So
Fortnite. We've done
Fortnite,
many, many
yeah.
games. Yeah.
It might be any of those
And if there's any
games.
new
If
games,
there's
I
any
mean, if
new
there's new
games, yeah,
games and we want to try them out and you guys want to try them and not have to pay
yeah.
for it, we're willing to make the investment a little bit on our end. Can't be a stupid game, right? Come on. But I will
Yeah, no
say,
dumb
it does not
games.
feel good getting beat by teenagers
Yeah,
in Fall Guys.
it's
You
true.
know,
It's a
my
fun game
ego just
though.
took
It's a fun game though.
it. It's very fun. It's very fun. But yeah,
But
it's good.
we'll be in that chat. Let's do this. We'll do the be back. Ooh, look at
Cool.
that fancy.
Be right back.
Who made that?
Very nice. Oh, beautiful. That transition though.
Yo, yo.
Hello, hello.
We are back. If anybody's still in here, we are going to play Fall Guys. Um, if you, let's see if this works correctly in the first part. But if you are, oh man, let's see if this does not break my computer. Um, but if you are listening, or if you're gonna have any friends that want to play with us, please join the Discord group. We're in one of the Discord rooms right now if you want to game with us. Don't have to, but if you would like to game with us, we're going to be in there. So you can be on the stream with us. Please don't use any
Any hardcore
excessive
profanity?
profanity or malicious or bad language or talk. I should just say it like that. Um,
Yeah, let's keep it a little clean.
yeah, keep it a little clean. We'll game for like a half an hour or so probably. Um, just have some fun after that deep talk about stocks for the last hour, hour and a half. Oh no, let's see what happens here next. Okay, it's not freaking out on me too much. Let's see.
I hear it. I hear it. That preview.
Large streaming. Let's see. This is the one I want. Okay, let's see what
Oh, that
happens.
transition was lit. Uh-oh. Oh, you gotta hit zero. Hit zero.
Oh, that's the right one. Right? Is it working? I don't know what it looks like.
Oh, nope, that's your desktop now. My camera's gone. What is going there?
I don't know what's my oh yep, here it goes. My computer's starting to freak out on me. One second, I need to lower the graphics.
Good, good.
Options. What one should I go to? What do you think?
On.
Huh?
On what?
On my graphics.
Low. It's pretty. I don't know if,
Is it still showing my computer screen?
I see it. Wait. I think I'm in heaven. Boom, doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, my computer's freaking out on me. Um, Last week this did not work, so let's see if it'll work this week. My computer doesn't want to handle it. But what resolution do you think, Nate?
Drop to what's it at right now?
It's like at the 1980, whatever.
Yeah,
1920,
that's
1080.
super high. Yeah. You see your desktop?
16900 or what? What do you
Yeah,
think?
1600 by 900.
Save. Let's see if that freaking helps speed up my thing. Dang. How does this game take so much? Like my mouse is crazy slow. Is it showing the game or still is in white land?
No, it's your Google Drive.
That's weird. I have it on full game. Oh, it's not going to come in full game. That's why. Okay. I need to add it, I think.
Yeah, corrected.
Add.
Correctamundo.
Is it window? Window capture? I'm trying to
Game
remember.
caption
Game capture. There we go.
or window.
That's weird that it's not showing last time. Fall Guys. Again, if anybody's in the chat, go into our Discord and you can be on the stream with us. If you want to be on the stream and have some fun in Fall Guys, if you have Fall Guys. Capture. Isn't Fall Guys free now?
There you go. Good question. I don't know.
Is it specific window or is it full screen application?
You got it. You got it.
Oh, it's up
Our
right now?
cameras will be off, but yeah,
Oh.
cameras on the screen, but that's fine.
I don't know my I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it looks like because
Got full screen on.
oh, there we go.
Pop open, pop your
Cool.
performance.
Cool. We are good.
Boom, boom,
Yes,
boom,
apply
boom.
pending changes. Thank you. Sweet. Just looking at the stream to make sure I'm all good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah, dang it. I can't use my mouse. For some reason, my mouse freaks out. But my, how do I join your game off my, without using my mouse? That's the question. That's
You
so
invite me?
weird. I don't know why it's being like that.
Hit Y, I think. There we
Yeah,
go.
I sent you an invite link.
Gotcha, I got you.
That's so weird that it does that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me turn off this
All right, let's get ready for some crazy Fall Guys. This game gets me tilted.
We'll give I don't know if anybody else is in
I think
the
everybody's
chat.
hopping on later.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. We'll play now. Get some fun gaming in. Hopefully
Are
my
we waiting on
computer
me?
doesn't freak out too much on me. It's so weird. I don't know why it goes crazy on me. So weird. For some reason it just doesn't
Another
like it.
Randicamus. Ranturkid. Race Boy Road Girl. P-Fit 55.
Oh yeah, let's see how fidgety this is. I'm trying to think what I can do to speed this up some more.
I don't know. You stop the music in the background?
I'm gonna try that. It's weird because when I'm on my second monitor, everything's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
then when I click on my game, that's when it starts being hesitant, which doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But
It's kind of weird.
very weird. Let's see if there's anything. I have this window open. Let's close that. Hopefully everything's alright. We shall see.
Mm-hmm. We shall see.
See how the stream holds up.
DoorDash.
It's crazy nowadays. Like, I mean, my computer I bought, it's not like a, it's a decent, it has like a i5, I think ninth generation, has a AMD Radeon 9 or 590, which is pretty, 590X, which is pretty good graphics card. I have plenty of memory, all that stuff. But for some reason, it still wants to act a fool.
Let's
Yomp.
go, number one.
I see you. My graphics are actually pretty
No.
good,
No.
surprisingly. This
Here we
game,
go.
will Nate
It's,
make it? That's the question. I'm
it's
getting
feeling a little
tossed.
bit like Walmart on Black Friday right now. Not gonna lie. Little sketch. Come on.
Walmart Black Friday. That was a great one. That was a great. That was a
Come
great
on.
call. You ever see those videos on YouTube?
Oh, dude. I
Just
feel
people are
so
going.
bad for the person being ramped on.
Oh, I didn't do team mode. That's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah, if anybody's in the chat and you have Fall Guys, do you remember if is it free, Nate? I don't remember.
Let me look it up.
Because if it, I think we bought it, we purchased it when it still
20
costed
bucks.
money. Oh, it is
Yeah,
20
it's
bucks.
20
Okay.
bucks, yeah. I don't know if this one ever became free.
Oh, I think it's free on console.
Yeah, correct. PlayStation.
That's what it is.
PlayStation.
So if you're on console,
It's not cross-platform though.
I thought they added
I don't
cross-platform.
think. Did they?
I
I
thought
don't
they
remember
did.
anymore.
Well, we don't play it very much anymore.
Exactly. I was gonna say maybe I shouldn't talk since I don't play it that often. see. Are there any stocks you're looking at, by the way?
Ooh,
Anything
keep
caught
the
your
stock
eye?
talk going.
Just curious. We
Um,
haven't really talked this week about stocks, and
we didn't. We were working on
I don't
that
know if
freaking
there's.
presentation all week. You're welcome, everyone.
Makes
But
you look pretty.
I'm trying to think if there were any. Yeah, so it's interesting. So I know every week I talk about I think the stock market's going down. We're in an interesting place because of all this stimulus that essentially is going to be wiped into the economy, where I think we might get a little uptrend over the next couple months. I'm still pretty bearish if we look at like the longer time
Mm-hmm.
frame, just because this money is going to come back and bite us in the butt eventually as a
Mm-hmm.
stock market mostly. And so, but with like, oh, I'm spending $6 trillion next year. That news came out. Um, just all this additional stimulus. The government's still spending a lot, or the Fed is still spending a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know. I think the S&P 500 might make new highs over the next couple months. I think the Nasdaq is going to have a little rougher time, but I still believe inflation is going to happen, which is going to have a negative impact, I believe, on growth stocks. So I
There's
think
already a
I'm,
minor scare when that happened a few weeks ago,
yeah.
right?
And then
And
everyone's like, wait, everything's fine. Let me just buy everything still. So I think it was like a first warning of if this actually happens. Where the heck am I?
yeah, what is this?
Am I like all by myself? What the heck is
So
going
am I
on?
don't know what's going on.
One
Oh,
point.
okay.
1 point for what?
You gotta hop on the
Oh, there's a little. Gotcha.
yellow platforms. You gotta,
Gotcha. Yeah, you gotta get it and make the path go your way, basically.
yeah.
Why is there
How
just
did I
one
get
guy
that?
though, dude? I'm confused.
I think you're playing against it's 1v1 v1 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 like yeah, it's me against
I don't
one
even know
guy.
what the heck is going on, bro.
You're playing against another player to survive.
Yeah, but what the heck am I supposed to hit?
The yellow buttons.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Dude, I was doing like the absolute wrong thing.
Hit the red buttons.
Yes, I was hitting the. How the heck did he get up there? I super lost.
Oh, that dude just whacked me.
Dude, I'm
What
getting
the?
freaking mollywopped right now. What the heck?
Oh, that's not you I'm playing against.
Nah, I'm playing against some random dude that I'm getting freaking murfed by. But I also don't know what I'm doing, so. Now I know what I'm doing, so I'm freaking doing decent.
Let's go.
You win? I got
Yeah. Oh, dude.
murfed, bro. I got absolutely destroyed.
That's what happens when we don't play this game.
Seriously.
Yeah, I didn't know how to play that at all. And then I was like, just hitting the red button.
Yeah, I was like bound. I thought I was supposed to just keep going to the middle part. So I literally just
Okay.
keep making a path to the top and jumping on the red button.
Yeah.
That's literally what I was doing. Okay, while you play, I'm gonna go
Penguin
take a
Pursuit.
little
What's this?
restroom break.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I've never played this map. Caveat before I do this, because. Oh, all right. Hold that penguin. Team game. Ah, okay.
Because what?
What is this? Oh,
Huh? Oh, I'm not muted?
you're unmuted.
I thought I was muted that whole time, bro. That is hilarious. Okay, am I?
Dude, how'd that guy still get this penguin? Let's go. Get off me. Get off me. Let's go. Let's go. That dog. That red team's really good. Oh, teammate, where'd you go? What's up, dude? What's up, little man? Oh, I thought I can grab him while I'm jumping. Let's go. That dub club.
Okay. Now I think my mic is back on now.
Yes.
I'm happy I realized that it was not muted, because then you would have heard me tinkle
Yeah.
in the bathroom. Are you still in it?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I see you.
Sit right hurt.
That pack will pop.
Final round. Move to right there. Avoid the rising slime. Oh boy.
What happened?
Oh boy. New map. Don't know these games. Don't know the techniques.
Oh yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna last way longer than I thought. I'm gonna have to hop off for a bit after this one. We could probably go live. I don't know if you're gonna get.
Hmm?
I'm gonna have to hop off for a bit after this one.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Boom, 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 boom.
I might just stay on live for another
God.
half an hour or so and just play a little bit.
Yeah.
See if anybody wants to
anybody
hop
else
on
hops
with
on.
me.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, ooh, got him. But now you
Get yourself.
stuck. No. R.I.P.
That's what I get. For
You lived a good
trolling,
life,
ladies
though,
and
my friend.
gentlemen.
You lived a good life.
Got it. All right. Thank y'all. I'm gonna call it for now. Thank you, Chillville.
Yep.
Thank you to the family and friends who have constantly been supporting us, and for the new folks hopping in. Got the new Discord, so looking forward to gaming it up with some folks here and talking some stocks.
See you, Nate.
You guys.
But I'm gonna stay on for another half an hour or so. If anybody is in the chat, and you want to play this game with us, go on the Discord. I'm in a chat room in the Discord. Ooh, look at this outfit, bro. They see me shining. Oh wait, no, that's not the song. They see me rolling. They hating, patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty. Cause I'm a mouse. Dirty mouse. Whatever. But since this is about talking or about stocks after all, actually let's see. That's probably gonna show on my stream, but that's okay. Let's see if anybody's joined. Nope, no one's joined yet. But yeah, talking about the stock market, I definitely think we're gonna get probably about another couple weeks, or not couple weeks, couple months of more upside. Probably like to the end of July or so, just with some of these tech names, like the one I mentioned earlier in the stream, XPave. So a lot of these smaller tech names have kind of gone up recently, and so there's been a lot of like talk on CNBC and other places about like, oh, like it's time to like buy in, like, oh, growth stocks are making a comeback, blah blah blah. And so I think that's going to bring in some new investors back into growth stocks, which I think is going to give it a little bit more upside. But I think just inflation's going to catch up to us. I think, last month was a little high. People weren't expecting it, but I could definitely foresee next month's number coming in at least the same, if not higher. And so that's going to send some more shockwaves of fear about growth, about the growth stocks. And so I honestly maybe think we have like another 2 months, like I said, of the stock market going up. And I think we're going to get a decent correction. I think we're probably going to get about a 10% correction in the market. The market's just been so hot lately. Everything, like no matter what you buy, like it's been going up the last year. We had a little break recently where stocks started going down, but still, if you look at the stock market overall, like it just is basically a straight up line since COVID. And so I think there's going to be opportunity if you want to do some swing trades over the next couple months. A couple that I like, one is CP. Crap, I need to look it up on my phone. Let me double check for everybody. CPNG. So I mentioned them on the last stream. If you bought it then, you would have made 20% on your money. But they're basically like the Amazon of Taiwan, and so just this quarter they've had $56 billion of institutional money flow into the stock. So for a company that's only worth, I think, $8 billion is their market cap, to have $56 billion of money flow into the business, one company alone, I think they bought $18 billion worth of stock, which was like 16% of the business. And so this is definitely a buy in my books for at least the next couple months. Growth stocks basically rallied over the last week. Like for the most part, some of the favorite names have moved up 20-ish%, if not 30. And so there's definitely some potential for a slight pullback this week in some of them. Not a lot, just a little bit, maybe like 5%, maybe into midweek. But I think definitely there's some more space for them to run. So I'm holding on my growth stocks for probably till like end of June, early mid-July, unless I start seeing them go back down, then I'll have stop loss in, and those will sell off. But yeah, CPNG is one I like quite a bit. That's the main one. I bought some, sorry, this is not financial advice. I bought some Alibaba this last week because it's been hovering low. So if you were to compare Alibaba, which is basically the Amazon of Asia, if you were to compare their two stock charts over the last 6 months, Alibaba has gone down drastically and Amazon has gone up and somewhat plateaued recently. And so when you look at the numbers, Alibaba, I think, is 2 or 3 times larger than Amazon. But Amazon has a higher market cap as a company, quite a higher market cap, and also their PE ratio is a lot higher. So the market's valuing, I think they're valuing Alibaba their Amazon like twice as much as Alibaba, which I think is absolutely baloney. Most of the reason Alibaba hasn't gone up is because there's a lot of fear. Also, I'm freaking smashing the competition right now, bro. Like, who am I? Just sign me up to go professional in this joint. But they they're at like, I think, a 52-week low, not 52-week low, but I would say maybe the lowest they've been, I think, pre-COVID. They're at, I think, $210 a share. And so I like them right now as a whole over the next couple months. A lot of the fear around the regulation that China is apparently going to put on them, breaking up their company, a lot of those fears They got fined last quarter, which brought down their profits a lot. Sorry for that loud noise on my headset. But to my knowledge, at least what we know is no more fines are coming their way. So next quarter, their profits are going to look a lot better back in the normal space. But when we actually look at their numbers, quarter over quarter, they grew like 30-something% as a whole business. And some of their specific divisions that they're breaking out grew like 70-80% quarter over quarter. Or quarter over year over quarter. So last year's same quarter. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this thing? Bruh. What the heck? What do I... What? What is this? What am I supposed to do? Oh. You're not supposed to get hit by stuff. Ooh. And do I get to stay here? What's going on? Oh my goodness! This is what? Oh, and you're moving? Oh, heck no, techno. Sorry, no Alibaba chat right now, guys. This is... Oh! Yomp. Oh no! Go, 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 go! So what do I do here? Oh, thanks for carrying me out, my friend. No! Where'd that guy go? Oh, shoot! What is going on? Oh, no, 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 no! What is this? No! Oh my goodness gracious, that was so close. I guess if you make it to the end, you move on. Is that what's going on? Y'all don't know that. I'm an athlete though, so this is easy. No! Oh my gosh, I didn't understand what was going on. Man, I just failed. I apologize to all 3 viewers. That was horrendous. All I had to do was make it to the end. Man. But yeah, Alibaba stock. I like that one quite a bit. They seem to be basing out, so they've been hovering around this kind of... I think they hit a low of like 205 or something. Kind of this 205 to 215 range per share of stock for a while. Last few weeks or last month or so. So yeah, I think I like them at a price point for the next couple months swing trade. Those are a couple. I'm just really bearish on the US stock market right now. When Nate was asking me earlier, I just don't think that I think there's limited time for them before correction. Do I think that like we're gonna head into doomsday? No, I think eventually inflation will happen, which is gonna cause the government to raise interest rates. I personally don't think inflation is going to get crazy outrageous. Some people are like, oh, we're going to hit hyperinflation, like 20-30%. I just don't think that's going to happen. Back in the 70s, that happened, and we just have so many, the Fed has so many more things to control the market and kind of help it go basically up forever, which is a strange thing to say, but that's kind of the long-term trajectory. And so I don't think we're going to have as gnarly numbers for inflation, or we're not going to see as gnarly, like COVID was a freak accident, but we're not going to have these super big scares happen in the market as much. Whew! Kobe, R.I.P. to the legend, the great. Oh! Sign me up, professional. But yeah, so I think we're probably gonna hit, I think this last CPI data we were at like 4%, which actually isn't telling you the true inflation. When I was reading something, we're probably closer to 6 or 8% inflation already. Dude, I washed my head today, but my head is still itchy. What's going on? But Yeah, so I think we're probably going to hit somewhere around 10% inflation, which is going to force interest rates higher, which is going to discount. So because interest rates are higher, that technically puts a lower multiple on high growth stocks. And what a lower multiple means is you're not projecting as much value in the future, and so those valuations have to come down. And so I'm staying away from value past a couple months. I just mentioned a couple stocks that I like, but outside of that, I'm just not doing it. Um, so yeah, so I think yeah, so about around July-ish or so, July, August area, I think we're gonna have a small correction in the market, and then once that correction happens, that's when I'm gonna start purchasing. So some of the stocks that I've mentioned over the last couple months that I really like, that I think have a lot of upward movement, just because we're seeing, I think, an age of new technologies come, and we're going to see, I think, eventually we're probably going to hit some deflationary factors, which deflation basically makes it cheaper for new innovation. So during deflation, solar might become 50% as expensive, or these different newer technologies that a lot of companies are coming onto the market, or a lot of more of these type of stock companies are being created or becoming larger. And so I think after we get that little scare in the market, I think I'm gonna purchase some of the stocks I like. Some that we've mentioned. One is CPNG, so I just mentioned that a second ago. That's for sure. After we get a correction in the market, that's going to be a really long-term hold for me. Um, there's just too much institutional money flowing in, and they said they grew 100% quarter over quarter. So even though COVID has slowed down across the country, across the world, I've heard that's a little still intense in Taiwan, but it's getting better everywhere. Even though the economies are reopening, they're still doing really great as a business. And so I think they're going to continue to grow and become, eventually what they're projected as, which is a $8 billion valuation. So I like that a lot. I like a lot of Chinese and Asia companies, honestly. XPEV, so that's something we talked about the stream earlier. I really love that company. Again, when a market correction happens, I think they're going to sell off and might break below that 22 mark that it just was at. Um, but yeah, XPEV, other NNDM. So they're a 3D printing company. And so they've raised a lot of money this year as their stock. Their stock went from like $2 to I think a high of like 16 bucks. I almost bought it at $6, but I got too scared. It was too high risk. Could have made a little bit off that, but whatever. So I like that name in the long term. They have like $1.3 billion in cash. So they have a lot of cash to grow the business, and they no they got that cash not from, oh my gosh, bruh. I need to stop talking. I was like 3 seconds away. But they didn't raise capital from debt. They raised capital from issuing more shares on the market. And so they have like $1.2 billion. They are burning cash because they're not very profitable right now. But I like that stock a lot. I think they're going to eventually break below the recent one that they had around. Let me look it up on my phone. We're not getting fancy today for everyone, so. Error, get the heck out of here, bruh. Give me my rewards. Let me look up NNDM. So they had a pretty good run lately too. I think they went up like 30%. Also called that out before they ran up. You're welcome. But yeah, I think they're going to go below their recent low of 550 eventually in a few months. But this is a long-term growth company I like too. I think they acquired a 3D printing company for clothing. They're creating 3D, these cheaper 3D printing but highly advanced machines for businesses. So they're starting to see those distributed more. They've a few companies in I think Europe have bought them, and they kind of go after I think some institutions, some universities, because they're a little cheaper. So they're going to get more university as clients. So I like them as a long-term growth buy. Something that once I see the correction I like in the stock, something that I would look at buying for the long term. What's another one I like? PLTR. So I thought this stock should have came back, went lower than it actually did, and that's why I didn't buy it like I did some other ones. But I think they'll eventually break to like that 13. Maybe 13 is too low. I would say $13 to $15 range for the stock. And when it hits that, that's definitely something I'm gonna buy. They're basically a data company, is the easiest way to put it, and they're a platform for companies and governments to better, I guess, organize and use the data that they collect. That's like a very general way to describe that company. But they're seeing really crazy growth right now. They're seeing a lot of adoption. There's not really anybody like them. There's very few companies that do what they do. And so they have first mover advantage, which basically means like if you're, let me have this stream up. I need to be, no! Oh wait, I don't die forever. Let me see if I can boosty myself. Yomp! I don't know if anybody's asking questions. I don't think I have the stream up. But I like PLTR for the long term, but I want a bigger pullback for them personally. Maybe, like I said, around August, if it looks like they might be bottoming around that time. Welcome to the chat. Let me have my chat up on my phone in case anybody asks anything. But no one's in the chat anymore. Nobody wants to listen to me and watch me play video games. But that's another one, even though I'm giving you guys straight nuggets, bruh. I'm giving you nuggets out here. Let's see if my thing is even working. I don't know if the stream is going. Let me bring it up on my phone. Oh yeah, we're good, we're good. PLTR, I like one in the future. Those are some growth names I like. If you want to be a little more conservative, dividend names, things like that. One company I recently found that is just a pure buy because they're trading at like as really cheap. So there's this thing we talk about called PE ratio, price per earnings, or price per earnings. Yeah, PE, yeah. I'm trying to get all my metrics mixed up. But basically it's like value, like based on how much revenue this company earns, like where is its valuation based on the stock price. And so they trade at a 5 PE ratio. There's very few companies I've seen at a PE of a 5. That's really, really low. Very few companies trade at a PE 5 ratio. So they were hit a little bit during COVID, but the company's making a little bit of a I don't know if a comeback's the right word, but they're seeing their business pick back up a little bit. Oh, can I get there? Thank the Lord. Let's freaking go for it. Yomp! No! Stand! Freaking dudes. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm trolling. Yomp! Ah, that was lame. Should I go this way? So yeah, oh yeah, VIRT. So yeah, they're trading at a crazy low multiple. They offer a dividend, which is awesome. I think as we're seeing interest rates increase and inflation, I think people are going to be rotating to these really safe low multiple names like VIRT. And so VIRT is a company I recently found that I really like. Let me take a sip of beer. Some of the usual that I've mentioned, like Nokia, that's a stock I think that's still really undervalued. They're like they would technically be considered like a value company. but they're seeing really great growth. So I think in the next few months, you're going to want to be holding value names more than anything. So Nokia is one I like, just because it's like a 3% dividend. Doesn't trade at a crazy multiple. Thank you for whoever's in the chat. Appreciate it. If you're in the chat, or if you're in the viewing, put something in the chat for your boy. Excuse me while I cough. Or burp. Oh, okay, I need freaking redemption. Last time I got murfed. How the heck do you go up? This guy don't know either. That's good. I'm playing a newbie. Last time I was a newbie. Now this guy is the newbie. Let's go if you want it. Thank the Lord. Yomp. Kobe. Dang it. Let's go. Oh no, I can't see. No! Let's go, dude. Get the heck out of here, bruh. Let's go! But those are some of the stocks I like. Is there anything else? If anybody has any questions about stocks and they're listening, I don't think anybody's in there, but if you have any questions about stocks and I know them, I'll give my perspective on them. If not, I'm going to be streaming for probably another 10 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to jump off. I need to get a W before I stop playing. That's what I need to do. Oh crap, what is this? You gotta catch the freaking ducks or penguins? Oh, I'm on the blue team. Okay, so it's whoever's holding the most? Is that what's happening? Where's these other ones? Oh, there you go. Bro, get off me. We're on the same team. This is chaos. Oh, it's depending on how many seconds you hold it. Bro, why'd you not let me grab it? Get over here. No! I got mollywopped, bruh. Gimme you. Your boy. Giving the team the W. Yomp! Get out of here, bruh. My bad, teammate. Got him. Bro. MVP. There's still 35 seconds. What the heck? Come here, little fella. I'm trolling. Bruh. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. Bruh. I literally took my team to the promised land. Took him to the promised land. All these 10-year-olds ain't got nothing on me. They ain't got nothing, bruh. Nothing. What you know about that? What you know about this? I'm out here. If you're listening, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, scroll up in the chat, go to the Discord invite link, join us. We just started a new Discord. If you're just here or you didn't listen in earlier, we're going to be gaming in there with people. I'm in there right now. You can literally go in there and talk with me while I'm live streaming. We realized that we probably... Oh, okay, I need to concentrate. 1 second, everyone. That's really confusing. Okay. Oh, there's layers. Oh, I don't like this. You don't know when the holes come? Oh, this is worse than that one level from a while ago. I need to like make a little ring for myself. Let's make a little section. Oh, this is chaos, bro. Dude, this game mode's stupid, bro. I don't even get this. Okay, that looks like the last layer, potentially? How do you even know when the last layer is? Oh, you can see it. Oh no, get off me, bruh! No! Bruh. This game mode's stupid. Get rid of that game. Let's see if anybody else joined the Discord. I didn't even look at the members. Oh, Tanner, the man. TJ93. Holla, not holla at you, but shout out for joining the Discord. Appreciate it. But next Saturday, we switched to Saturdays. We're going to be going on stream later because I think we realize everyone just games a little bit. People are doing things on Saturday. So, yeah, we're going to, instead of at 5 p.m. West Coast time, we'll probably jump on probably around 7 or 8 West Coast time instead. A little bit later. Just if people are on so we can game. And you guys can listen or game with us. But yeah, we're super excited about the Discord. We're pretty hype about getting that started. It's something that Nate and I have been chatting about for, you know, the last month or so. Because we talk about things on the stream all the time. You know, we talk about stocks. Stocks that we like, where we think the market's headed, how things are looking, and so now we just have a place to do all that. So you can go there and see the stuff all the time that we're talking about, and there'll be sections for you to ask questions. There's sections to game, so we made some Discord chat rooms. So you can go in there and play with your buddies, or we can play with you guys, even when we're not streaming. Just go in there and hang out with people. Just game and talk about stocks. The room I'm most excited about is the meme room for gaming. So just putting in all the memes. That's a room that I'm gonna like quite a bit to check out all the funny stuff that all you guys are gonna put in there. So yeah, I'm pretty hype. Okay, this is my last go, and then I'm jumping off. Trying to get a dub out here. Ready? Look at this. I knew it. I mean, I'm not a prophet, but basically. Look at this jump. Wow, I got done dirtied on that, bruh. Watch this prophetic act. Ooh, got it. Ready? Here it is. Jump. Okay, what wall is going down next? I mean, if there was a professional Fall Guys, I think I should be included in that. I think just my Aurelio might be listening right now, which shout out to her. Shout out to that girl. MVP right there. A quick shouty outy. Let's hopefully get a level that I'm comfortable with and that I know how to play. Never played this in my life. What? Navigate the obstacles and race 2 laps around the course. This actually sounds kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see how this course looks. Okay, okay, okay. Not too bad. So green is going higher, red is it brings you lower. Ooh, good mapping on that. Oh, in the front? This is probably not the best place for me to be in actuality, because oh, you gotta use the stupid grab thing. That's annoying. Oh, fail. Gotcha. This is gonna be easy. Bruh. What you want? You don't know who I am. Shoot. Wait, what's the blue room? No! Son of a gun. Now I know what that is. Jeez Louise. No. Oh, now it goes that. Oh, shortcut. Okay. What the heck? Oh. No, 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 no. Do not keep putting me in the air. Bruh. What is this level? Ah, dude, 23. I don't know, it's gonna be close. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. Ah! Freaking fart face. I can't go that way, can I? Oh, I just lost. I just lost. Freaking heck, dude. Freaking heck, bro. Okay, I gotta do super good here or I lost. What the? Bro, what is this? Okay, this is where I gotta go real fast. Oh! I might make it! Okay, let's go on that one. No! What is this? Okay, I gotta do one more. That got me pissed. I didn't know what I was doing. Haters gonna hate, bro. Haters gonna hate. Just let me go, dude. Let's go on that one. Okay, last game. Let's see if I can get the dub. Let me get into my meditative stance. You are the best. You are a winner. You will win this. Nobody can beat you. Positive affirmations. I forgot that the UFC fight was tonight. Hopefully it's not over yet. Was that tonight? Oh, they don't have one tonight. Oh shoot, UFC never skips. Interesting. Wasn't nothing tonight. I'm Gucci. I'm pretty hype about the Israel Adesanya fight on the 12th. See, this is where we're going to have an issue because I'm going to be streaming at 9 Texas time, but UFC starts at 9 p.m. That's where we're going to have an issue because your boy is not watching. Is not going to watch the stream. After it's already live. That's boring. I go on YouTube and I'm gonna learn right away who won. Okay, last game. Back to positive affirmations. You are a winner. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on the mind. Okay, here it is. This is a victory. I feel it. I don't know the last time I won on this game. I don't really play anymore to win like that, but it still hurts that I just get L after L. I do gotta say. Yomp. Okay, should I go the risky route? Let's go for it. That's more fun. Get out of my way, bro. No! Got him. I believe I can fly. No, we're gonna go the safe way over here. Everyone tries to go down the middle. We're going down the middle. That dude fell off. See, here's a shortcut here. Everybody knows. Ready? What you want? Oh, shoot. Okay, we're gonna go right when it gets the middle. Saucy! That thing shoots you hecka high in there. Oh no, that sucks. Mm-mm. Bye. I think the best part of this game is honestly just watching people fail. Or, as they like to call it, when people fall. Ooh! I was betting this guy's gonna get blown back. Bye. See, you gotta know the strat. This is why this game gets boring over time, because eventually you figure out what to do on each level, and it's eventually it's just optimizing. So you just find, it's kind of like stocks. You find a pattern, and you just keep doing that pattern over and over again. A couple very interesting parallels. But yeah, that's why this game gets boring when you play it too much. Because eventually it's just like, oh, I take a right here, I jump here, I dodge here, things like that. But ooh, okay, I'm good at this level. Telling you, positive affirmations. You are the best. All you do is win-win, win no matter what. Make money in the stock market. I don't give a what. See, now that I'm not talking about stocks, All you guys are learning is I'm a weird guy. That's what you're learning. I'm just a weirdo. Because now I don't have something outside of my nerdy stocks to talk about. Come on, ready. This is a cheat code. Everybody can use that. It's my patent move, but I'll give it to you for free. Ah, no little thing this game. It's all good though. And you want to see something funny right here? I don't know if you saw what I did there, but I made him fall off the ledge. See here, this is the pattern. Just run down the side, you can't get hit by the balls. It's just... Thank you forever who's viewing right now. I appreciate you. I don't know who the heck is in the chat just having me play games and talk bologna sandwiches, but I appreciate you. If I was more knowledgeable, I would find out who's watching, but I'm not so great with Twitch, so I don't even know who's watching. But if you're watching, I don't know who that is. Randisamus? Ah, dude, I'm so bad. Someone just blew me a kiss. Is that a kiss? Oh, you getting flirty? Better slow down. I got a wife. I don't know who you are, but you better slow your roll. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Whoever you are. You a real one. If I know who you are, you still a real one. If you a random, you even more real. What's that, DJ Caroline? I appreciate you. Ah, crap. I don't know what to do here. So that flings you forward. Let's go. Oh, is this the freaking lava level? It is. Bruh. I was not even on that platform anymore. So this is where you just want to run across. Woo, let's go. Yomp. Wait, I need to go up, don't I? I've never played this level, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do right now. Ah! Okay. No! Oh my gosh, that was so close. So go here. Oh my gosh. These little bars are so hard to even see where they're at. Wait, how does this work? So you're gravity free? Is that what's going on? Oh, this is like Wipeout, bro. If you didn't know, I'm a Wipeout winner. This is easy. No, 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 no. I guess you can cheat code and just go straight up. I didn't realize that. Whoop. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, this guy's trolling. He's trying to catch people. Ah! Oh my goodness. Am I the first one? Is this over? Is this the finish line? Let's go! I know the co-host. Oh. That's the best way I've heard someone pronounce this. Yeah, I'm not so great with, like, spelling. I had some learning disabilities growing up, and I'm probably a little dyslexic. So trying to sound out stuff, I'm not so great at that. I know the co-host. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Emoticon, that's great. I don't even know what that is. Who's thumbsing up there? It almost looks like me because there's a little mustache on him. But no, I appreciate you tuning in. That's awesome of you. Always love to see the new faces. If you, I don't know what platform you're on, but if you're on Twitch, if you don't mind clicking the subscribe button, that would be amazing. I've been meaning to change it. Most people don't. Yeah. Yeah, I don't take any offense. I constantly pronounce things incorrectly. I think it just should be... Oh my gosh, what is this level? What am I doing? Grab the tail. Oh, this stupid tail game. Give me the tail, buddy. Okay, I grabbed him. Give me a break. There's only 3 of us? Give me the tail. Oh my gosh, bro. Give me a break. I slashed that thing off that boy. Okay, you're just freaking jumping around like a little lame-azoid. Yep, gotcha! Oh my... Bro! Whatever, dude. This is fake news. This guy is way too good. Look how he's freaking jumping on things. Bro, that's cheating. You play this game way too much. Let's just sit here. I don't think I have the sub button, but I followed with notifications. You know what? You're doing something, and that's what I gotta... Oh, this guy freaking got... Oh my gosh. Dude, I look like a freaking newbie right now. "12 seconds. I lost. Whatever, though. Where's this guy gonna jump to? Oh, this was my winning game, too! I don't think I have a sub button. It's all good. I appreciate you tuning in. I don't know if you're just here for the entertainment, because I am an entertaining person, or if you are interested in the stock market, but if you scroll up in the chat, yeah, whatever, I know I didn't win, but if you scroll up in the chat, I have to play one more game. I need a dub. I made it to the last round. That stupid tail game. It shouldn't even exist. A little for both. You know, that's why I'm here. A little bit of both. So I get you. But if you scroll up in the chat, there's a Discord link, and if you click on that, that's an invite link to the new Discord we created. So go in there. It's a mix of the stock market and game related stuff, just to have fun with people. There's actually a stock group in there, or there's audio rooms in there, whatever they're called, that you can game with people in that room as well. But yeah, so join us there. We're gonna start posting a ton of information in there about stocks. Like we'll be posting things in there as the week goes on, when you can actually trade stocks. And then also for everyone else, like you, as well as everyone else who joins, to post stuff about stocks that you're following or things you're interested in. We have question sections too, so if you ever have a question about something, Nate and I or anybody else will answer your question to the best of our knowledge. So yeah, join that. We're going to be pretty active in there. So yeah, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna post it everywhere. We kind of used today as like, hey, we were creating a Discord. But if you want to, I'm about to jump off after this game, off of Twitch. But if you want to listen to the stream back, we cover for about an hour over some really good knowledge about stock market. So like how to get started if you're not already investing, as well as like some tactics we use in our investing. So it's a really good listen. Nate and I spent the week putting it together. It's about an hour long listen, which isn't too bad. Oh! Wait, where am I? Oh, you're still in the little jumpy section. Y'all. Bruh, get out of town. Let's go. Got money on my mind. But yeah, we're gonna post it everywhere. Ooh, almost got rocked. Oh, that guy got mollywopped. Okay, this freaking thing. Woo! That was close. Just wait for it. Oh shoot, there it is. No, why'd you hit that? Bro, you dummy. Oh my goodness. Okay, lucky duck. That's... Oh, they're... Yeah, I'm gonna go this slow way. But yeah, this week we basically just spent... Nate jumped off because I'm just gaming. He had to... It's just time for him to jump off. So I just gamed a little bit more, but... Ooh! Oh, top 40, easy. I have to catch it when I don't have any kids yanking on the wall. But yeah, it's gonna be on Twitch forever. So anytime this weekend or next week you have time to listen, it'll be on there. And then we're also gonna post it on YouTube at some point in the next couple days. Oh, that's pretty dope. This little jump up thing. We're gonna post it on YouTube in the coming week or so. So you can also list it on there. Why would you go this way? Like, this is so much unnecessary effort. But yeah, a lot of good knowledge, or a lot of good points about investing in there. And that's something we're going to do probably every month or two. We just kind of break down different things about investing. This week was just kind of like an intro and some, I guess, a little bit less intro on some trading tactics. And I think the next one we're going to do, we are going to talk about like how to find stocks to invest in, which takes a little bit more time and dedication, but there's some good tactics that you can use. So yeah, Nate and I have been investing for a while, so we just want to kind of use all the knowledge that we've learned over the last 10 years or something. Yeah, I know they kind of, after a while, they don't show on Twitch anymore. So yeah, we post all the good, relevant information on YouTube. If you want to go on there, it's YouTube. I don't think, if you search Stock Talk Game, you'll find the YouTube channel, and there's a lot of good content on there as well already. There's probably 20, 30 videos. So if you ever miss a stream, I basically create little clips of our stream, like I guess the nuggets or the best parts to listen to. And I put them on there, like stocks that we talk about or where we think the market's headed, things like that. And so you can look on YouTube on Sunday or Monday. I usually post the most time-sensitive things on Sunday or Monday, and then I'll post things throughout the week on YouTube. So you can find all the content in bite-size 10, 20, 30. Actually, I don't ever post anything 30 minutes. Usually anywhere from 2 to 10 minute long videos of all the good nuggets from the stream. Because we usually stream about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I went longer just for the hell of it. But yeah, you can check out all the content from the last couple months of streaming on YouTube. Okay, I need to make it to the finale. Woo! Oh, the freaking logs. Okay, that guy's gone. Oh, maybe not. Woo! That was close. They added little pads? That's dirty. Trying to get a dub out here for the boys and the girls. Oh my gosh. Now everyone's going to be here and they're going to get in my way. Wow, you used to be able to just run right to it. They changed it where you have to jump now. Interesting. Oh, that guy's getting tumbled. See, when you like your boy, run. Like, I should have been a pro football player with those juice. You know what I'm saying? That was a mistake on. No! Come on, bruh! What the heck? That was some baloney. Okay. Go, go. Okay, stop. Go. Stop. Go. Stop. Go. A little shortcut. Savage. See, patience is a virtue. I almost messed up there. Yomp. Let's go. The game is straight chaos, and that's why it's so entertaining to watch and play. I barely made it. Woo. That was a close one. That's what's so fun about this game, though, because it's so chaotic. But this, I need to win this game. This needs to be the game that I end on and win. The freaking fruit level. Oh my gosh. Okay. You're a winner. All you do is win. Win, win, no matter what. Got money on my mind. Because all I do is win in the stock market. Okay, let's do it. Top 8. I haven't played this level in a long time, but what I usually do is wait a second. I'm gonna go this way. Less people. Because they, one, block the fruits! Okay, I lost. And then it always turns my camera around. Like, what the heck, bro? Oh my gosh! DJ Khaled, why are you not on my side right now? DJ Khaled, I was summoning you to win this round, and I'm just getting absolutely demolished by these freaking fruits. PG-13. These freaking fruits, dude. What are the odds that that thing jumps up and hits me in the face? I'm hoping these guys freaking lose here and mess up bad, because if not, I'm for sure lost. Dude, that was... I think that was the most unfortunate round. I have to play again. I'm gonna keep playing forever at this point. Right? That's what I'm saying. They literally aiming for me. I usually do pretty good on that level. But... man, that's freaking frustrating. Get me out of here. I don't want to watch that no more. You know when you're running down the platform that's not moving and a watermelon hits you in the face? That the world's against you at that moment. Like, you can't do anything to win that. Oh, that's freaking stoop, bro. Absolute stoop. Clip of a real life wipeout. I just saw that. That's hilarious. Coming soon. Where you? I could definitely post that in the group. Maybe we got to use that clip to get followers. Like, I was on TV. I'm famous. You know, because people like famous people for some reason. Hey, I'm famous. Come check out our Twitch stream and our Discord group, where I teach you how to be a wipeout master. Nate, you listening right now? Bro, I can play for another 30 minutes if you wanna hop on some trash Fall Guys with me. I'm down to play another game too if you want. We don't gotta stream it, but I'm down to jump on a game. Oh my... No! What is this, bruh? I'm gonna target somebody right here. Aw, oh, dang it. Oh, this game is so fun. I don't get it why. It's just so crazy and so fun. Thank you for all the viewers. I know I have it on my phone, so I'm one of the viewers. So, at the store with the kiddo watching. Oh my gosh. 7%. Or what am I talking about? That's my phone battery. It's about to die. But I know I'm one of the viewers. Nate's one of the viewers. Appreciate you. So 3 people in here. Respect for whoever's. Oh, let me gas up my ego. Gas myself up. I know Norio Aurelio might be in there. So 2 people watching, or wait, 3, yeah, 2 people watching. Appreciate whoever those 2 people are. MVPs. Plus you, so one other person. Whoever that one other person is, you the best. You the best. Oh my gosh, okay. I need redemption on this level. Because last time I did not make it. But now I understand how it works. I'm winning. Eye of the Tiger is the thrill of the fight. You know? So I need to go middle first. Jump up, grab a hold. Because I feel like just jumping across is better than trying this other way. Skippy-roo there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, boy. This is a super zone. Oh my gosh, I still missed. There we go. So interesting. It changes. Whatever. Get the heck out of here, bro. Whatever. This is stoop. Okay, the middle's about to close on me, but I need to get there. Woo! Ball is life. Kobe. R.I.P. to the legend, the great. Okay. Lap 2. It looks like I'm doing pretty good here. Let's jump above that. Let's jump above those. Woo! Sorry if I just blew your eardrums out, but I'm pretty hype right now. Kobe. Haha, gotcha. Bruh. Flail me! Flail me! Let's go. Top. Wait, do I gotta keep going? Oh, there we go. Let's go, boy! Probably a bot. Probably a bot. Need a bot. Like, why you do me like that, bruh? I know I can't pronounce your name very well. Randicomius? 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 Whatever. But just assume there's another human in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, hook a brother up. Okay, I usually do pretty good on this level. This is for sure my last game. No more keep going. Like, this is it. Randy. See, you're a smart man. Randy works for me. As long as you're comfortable with me calling you that, I shall. So this is the strategy. Sit right here. Unless a strawberry comes and... Oh no. Woo! People getting blasted out here. I mean, I'm basically the Matrix right now. Woo. Oh, get out of my way, strawberry. Die, people. I'm trying to make it to the next level. I thought this was a time level. Strawberry. It's a fun dance. Bruh. You literally just stand here, like... End the level already, bro. Thank you. 7 people. Let's go. Solo stream with your boy Chill Dill, also known as Doughboy Dill, because I make you that dough in the market. Appreciate whatever 4 people are in the chat. Randy, especially you with all this messaging. You a real one. If you're in the chat, scroll up in the chat, find the Discord invite link. We started a Discord. We're going to be gaming in there. We're going to be talking stock. We're going to talking game. All that stuff. So check it out. Join the community. Join the movement. The money making game playing movement. If you haven't tuned in, our slogan is they added fruit. What the heck? What is this? Blueberries? Get out of town. Oh yeah, this whole fruit thing is gonna make this. No! No! Stand up, little guy! I wasn't paying attention. Can I get a W in the chat if you want me to keep playing? I'll play if you guys want me to keep playing. Oh my gosh. That's why I can't look at the chat while I'm playing, because as soon as I look, a damn blueberry hits you in the face. And then next thing you know, you're a fall guy. Like, bruh. Damn blueberries. The only blueberries I like are the ones I eat in my smoothies. What's the other option? The other option is I go and chill out. I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna load in this game, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Sorry if that was loud on whoever's listening's ears. Thank you for everybody to chat. All 5 people. I found out my wife next door is no longer listening. So thank you to the 7 people, 6 people I'm actually watching on my phone. But I don't need to because I can see the chat on my computer. But thank you for the 6 people listening in. You the best. You the best. Hashtag DJ Khaled. Aw, bruh. Casualty, I'll still make it though. I don't think I've ever been knocked off by one of those blades. I don't think I've ever had that happen. That's crazy. First for everything. Dude, get the heck out of my way, bro. Skirt, skirt. I'm Chad Ochocinco out here, bruh. Nah, that was not Chad Ochocinco. He would be disappointed in me on that one. With the fast feet. Skirt, skirt. Get the heck out of my way, bro. Skirt, skirt. You know, like the rappers make sound effects when they rap? I'm like the stream version of that. I make noises when I'm stream. That's pretty funny. I just noticed that for the first time, that I make a lot of noises. I have to ask my wife if I'm just like that in general, like if I'm always just making sound effects. Bro, I'm trying to nab a win. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a dub out here. But while I wait, let me get the... Oops, excuse me for the burps. Let me get the Discord invite link. Put it back in the Discord. Copy. Does it not let me... Oh, I gotta do it over here. Back in the Discord. That's the invite link. Send it to your buddies. Send it to your friends. Send it to whoever you know. Oh, there's only 3 people in the views? Dang, bro. I got done dirtied on that. It said 7 and then went to 3. What happened? I must have been, I don't think I updated my side screen. That's hilarious. But whoever's listening, there's the invite link for the new Discord. If you got any friends, any buddies, any pals, significant others, partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, whoever, invite them to the Discord. Show them some love. Show us some love. You dig? Four members. I don't know if there's really 4 members. And also, if that's sarcastic, I don't appreciate it. But yeah, I don't think there's. Maybe there's 1, 2, 3. I guess there is 4 members. Yeah, you're right. 4 people. I mean, we're making it big time. You know what I'm saying? Just wait. In a month, I guarantee you, in a month we'll have at least 50 people in the Discord. Guarantee. I bet my life on it. At least 50 people. Got mollywopped. Yep. Give me that first place. Come on. Make it, deal. Oh, here it is. I just gotta make it over. Ah, second place. It's all good. I believe too. I'm in the same boat as you. I believe I could fly. I believe I could. That guy does not believe because he did not make it. So back in the day when I used to play Fall Guys when it first came out, I was pretty good. I think one night I played, I had like 4 dubs in one night. I mean, I'm not bragging or nothing, but I'm bragging. Ah, I hate this level. Son of a beach. This is my least favorite level. Oh, I hate this level so much. This is a level that they should for sure take off the game, but they haven't. This level should not exist. Really? Ah, fudge. No! Come on, let me get in the ring, bro. Ah! Dude, freaking haters, bro. Who are you, an Olympic diver? What was that, bro? That guy freaking flew. Come on, rings. I'm waiting for you over here. Another gold ring over there? Bro. Just move on. I'm just about to quit, bro. I hate this level so much. Whatever, bro. Okay. Okay. Got a gold ring. I just need one more. No, actually. Wait, yeah, I need one more. Okay. Still in it. Did not get that one. I need this ring. No one's around. Oh, no clutch. I do not have the clutch gene. I do not have the clutch gene! Bruh, who am I right now? Let's have all these mother... No! Just gave that guy the freaking... Dude, this is... Oh my gosh, I'm getting so unlucky right now. God is on my side. God's on my side. I'm a son of Jesus Christos. You know what I'm saying? Out here. Let's go. I mean, I don't know about Chosen yet, but I agree with you. This is the game. I've been so close the last few games, but this has to be the one. This has to be the one. But let's get back to positive affirmations. All I do is win-win. Win no matter what. Also, this game mode is so long. This one game mode is the entire game at once. Like an entire game round, all 4 rounds. This level is as long as all 4 rounds typically. But back to mantras. All I do is win. Win no matter what. Got W's on the mind. I don't give a crap about anything else. W's. W's in the chat. Double W's in the chat. Triple W's in the chat. How many can we get tonight? Okay, I like this level. I don't mind it. Oh, you know what? Those, however many W's that is. Appreciate the support. Come on, little platforms. Time to give Doughboy Dill a win. What do you think? I want to get your advice. Should I be called Chill Dill or should I be called Doughboy Dill? I think Doughboy Dill is a lot more fun. One of my friends in high school, for some reason, started calling me that, which is pure comedy. And I think it's a great name for my name on the stream. But tell me what you think. I think Doughboy Dill is way better than Chill Dill. Ooh, excuse the burps. Oh, why did I even go in this freaking chaos, dude? I usually hang out in my own little square. I don't know why I didn't do it this time. I just like joined the chaos, which is, I don't think, the right tactic here. This is where I want to go in the front. Because being in the back, as soon as somebody, like, if somebody knocks you, bye. You're, oh, this guy's cheat code? What the heck? Did you see that guy up at the top? Let's go. Is he gonna survive? What the heck? Yeah, that's a good point. Doughboy Dill's interesting, and Chill Dill's easier to remember. Catcher. Okay, Chill Dill works then. Chill Dill. I think Doughboy Dill's funnier, but Chill Dill. I get you. Short, easy. Basically the same 2 words with besides the first couple letters. Good perspective, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, my nemesis. Okay, I can't talk right now. I gotta concentrate. Okay, let's get this dub. Okay, I'm in the front, so let's just freaking kick it off in the front. Oh! I just jumped over that fruit. Get out of my way, dude. Friggin' dinosaur. How did that guy get all the way up? Ah! My gosh. If I win, it's because of these W's in the chat. You... No, come on! Let's go! Let's go! I'm sorry if I just blew your eardrums out. W's. I don't have my screen share up right now, or my camera on, but I'm throwing out the double west side right now. Double west side. Let's go. My game's trying to crash on me. Game. You better work yourself out right now, because if you freeze on me when I'm about to get this W, I will never forgive you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on. If I get to 10 people in the chat, I'll for sure stay on for another hour. The wifey's watching like Cake Kings or some shit over there, or whatever it's called, so I'll for sure stay on if I get 10 people in here. If I don't get 10 people, nah, I can't do it. I gotta jump off soon, it's getting late. Oh my gosh, what is this game mode? Oh, okay. Little holes. Oh no. Oh, interesting. I like what they did here, actually. Okay, I gotta play it just like the other level. I get it, I get it, I get it. Ooh, that was a close one. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry if I'm busting the eardrums of people. Oh, is this the final level? Shoot, it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold people, make them fall off. I think that's the only way I'm gonna make it past this round. There's too many people. Oh, they're like this guy. That was clutch. I'm moving back and forth too much. It's gonna kick me in the butt if I keep doing this. Okay, 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 okay. Whew. Oh my gosh, I didn't know the freaking thing goes up higher. Shoot, that's difficult. Okay. Get the heck off me, bro. Shoot, this is interesting. This is interesting. I like this level. Until you're in like the last little section. That's crazy. Oh, and it's speeding up too? Shoot. Oh! This is a hard level. This is a good level though. It's hard though. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. Calling it a night. But before I do, thank you everybody for tuning in. Randy, you were just the solo for the last hour, keeping me going on the stream, so I appreciate it. Shout out to you. We'll put your name on the screen next week. Always put everybody who's actually just subscribed, so maybe you won't get a name on the screen. If you subscribe, which I know you will, we'll put your name on the screen next week. But thank you for everyone who's listening. If anybody is still listening somehow 3.5 hours in, you a goat, Randy, besides you. But you're a goat, that's what I mean. But anybody else who's listening, you're also a goat. But thanks for listening. Join the Discord. Like us on all social channels. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Stock Talk Game. That's also really catchy. Stock Talk Game, easy to remember. Check us out, subscribe, like, follow. Appreciate you all. Have a great, what is it today, Saturday? Have a great Sunday. Have a great Monday. Hopefully you have it off. Have some fun. Again, go to the Discord, check it out, invite your friends, play games in there. When I mean play games is go to the audio rooms, play games with your buddies. We want to make it a community of people who are having fun playing games and learning and making money in the stock market. So thank you, everybody. Love y'all. Have a good rest of your weekend. Night night. Oh yeah, we game